that. I don't care. All I care about is my relatives. Let me drive this home. All I care about is a nigga disrespecting my relative, nigga. That's all I care about, boy. That's all I care about.
Hey, is everybody on track? Cause this Friday ain't black. Cause we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. Well, I stand up and never quit. We ain't buying shit. From the 25th of November to the 5th of December. Remember, we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. This Friday ain't black. Cause we got each other's back. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying. We ain't buying. We ain't buying shit. Shaka Khan.
Hey there, besties. I don't feel like going through it all. We got to get to it because we got to talk about these heifers because heifers be heifering. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. What day is it? Thursday? It is Thursday. The week is going by quickly. I have to admit. It's been busy, but quick. So shout out to work. I'm still not used to it getting on my nerves, but we all got to work, I guess. Unless you're independently rich. Hire me if you are. Anyway, so it's ladies' night, y'all. They're gonna be mad. Don't be mad at me. This is all y'all shit. Don't be mad at me. I'm just reporting on what you want the world to know. That's all. But we have to, of course, honor Michael Jackson. Rest in peace to the king of pop. Oh, Michael Jackson, the day that he died. Couldn't believe it. Me and my mom. I told her, because I'm a Michael Jackson fan through her. Not that I wouldn't have been one anyway. But I'm definitely a Michael Jackson fan through my mother. And I had heard somebody say it. This was before blogs were so crazy. It was when TMZ was out there. And then I had said, I forget where I heard it first, but then I was like, oh, TMZ said it has to be true. And she was just like, TMZ. Ain't nobody listening to TMZ. It's not true. I was like, I think it's true. Start crying. And then wherever it came out, she must have been waiting for like CNN or something, MSNBC, I don't know. And then she started crying. She's like, oh my God, it's true. And that's when like TMZ became like real from their report. I mean, they are in California. They should know, you know what I mean? I love Michael Jackson. I feel like I'm a sister to all of them. That's why there will be no Janet Jackson slander. There will be no Michael Jackson slander here. Now, Jermaine, I ain't gonna be mad about it, but we're not gonna go in on him. Tito, rest in peace to Tito. No Tito slander, even though Tito didn't do anything. He just sat back there and played the bass, child. Randy, I don't know. The rest of them, I don't know after that. But Janet and Michael, Rebe, child, not Rebe. Who is the LaToya? You can talk about her. They probably love LaToya. The stars probably love LaToya because she had a white man. I don't know if they're still together, but I remember she had this fat white man. I was looking like, girl, this is before she had all that surgery. I was like, girl, that's the best you could do. That's the best you could do. He looked like he'd be like related to Ron Jeremy or something. Anyway, I'm so off topic. So yeah, let me see how much Michael Jackson that I can show here, because everybody, of course, is talking about him over here on the on Instagram. I spent a lot of time on Instagram today because there's so much going on over here. So I'm just gonna filter through. I know is Uncle Rick here? I know he loves Michael Jackson. I still haven't seen that movie, y'all. What kind of fan am I? Because I don't go to the movies. That would be why. 17 years ago today, the world lost Michael Jackson, but his music and legacy live on forever. Remember then they said that stupid ass nonsense talking about like Sexy Red could rival Michael Jackson. Child, Sexy Red can't even rival Michael Jackson's name. I don't even know what her real name is, and I don't care, but I promise you she can't even rival his name. If they don't go on with this bullshit that they be trying to compare like legends, that's like saying Sexy Red is equal to Marvin Gaye. Child, please. Child, these people just be saying shit. Saying shit for saying shit's sake. Tito played the guitar. He did not play the bass. The guitar, my bad. The guitar, my bad. You're right. And they would do the damn thing. And he would be dancing while doing it. Ain't that crazy? What do they do today? What do people who are musicians do today? Do they put on a show? You know, people complaining about Mary J. Blige, who has to probably perform for the rest of her life because she got to pay Kendu. But who does anything? It's not Sexy Red. It's not Sukihana. It's not the girl that does Spin That. Child Diddy's ex-girlfriend. I can't remember her name sometimes. Young Miami. That song Spin It has become a thing. Spin that. Well, however you say it. Child, I'm old. Yeah, it's been 17 years. Time flies, y'all. Time flies. So this is what I just put up. This is like, of all of Michael Jackson's faces, and I'm not trying to be rude. Of course, I like the original face, right? But this is probably it before he started lightening his skin. This is probably my favorite face after the original. It's like, all right, Michael. It's like, all right, just stop. You're fine. And then he had to go and do the nose again. Then he had to get skin lightening. Then he had something done to the cheeks. Then oh God, he took it too far. Girl, close your eyes. Share that beat of love. Girl, look at that outfit. Look at that outfit. No, wouldn't nobody wear that today. That's 80s for sure. Look at that. Glittering it up, child. That's good music. I don't care what nobody say. It will never get old. Just take all night. This is a good face too. Then he had to mess up. Child, he just up here just doing shit. He just is up here doing shit. Now, who thinks that he like, okay, I'm gonna rehearse this? I don't think so. He just was like, I feel like he just felt the music and just went. He's like, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm not saying he didn't choreograph, but it says on July 16, 1988, Michael Jackson performed Billie Jean at Wembley Stadium during the Bad World Tour in front of over 72,000 people, including members of the British royal family, such as Princess Diana and Prince Charles. And what made this performance unforgettable was not just the choreography, but the control as Michael Jackson turned silence into tension. So my baby, there's the three. She looked at me, then she burst. The girl was bad. The girl was dangerous. The original face. This is the original face. I treat you bad. Hey, yo, we gotta get the people from the other day. Slavery reenactment. Somebody's mad in the comments about that, child. Now this song is amazing. This video is amazing. I love Thriller. I do. I love this face. I love that jacket. They teach you how to do this dance on the cruise ships too. Child, you should see the white people. Classic, child. Classic. Oh my God. And now we was going too far with the faces right here. A little bit too far.
I made a deal with myself. If I win one more award, which is this award, which is 7, which is a record, I would take off my glasses. Now, I don't want to take them off really, but okay, well, Katharine Hepburn, who is a dear friend of mine, she told me I should, and I'm doing it for her, okay? And the girls in the back.
Rest in peace to the King of Pop. Only person that could even come close is Chris Brown, in my opinion. And maybe Usher after him. Other than that, there's nobody. Nobody, baby. All right, moving on, child. Moving on. Where are we going to start? What heifer are we going to start with? Let's start with these heifers right here. And biatches, you can get mad, you can get glad, you can get sad. Okay, all this shit is coming straight from your favorite place. Blogs, for the most part. So over on the Neighborhood Talk, right or wrong, a woman says she was kicked out of a restaurant for smelling like weed. Why are they talking about this? A woman said she was kicked out of a restaurant for smelling like weed. Manager said it's considered an offensive odor. It does stink, okay? Weed only smells good in the beginning. After you're done, it smells like pure D shit. And then you got to hang it in your clothes. Then if you do it all the time, it's funky. And for people that don't smoke, because I do not smoke, I can tell when it's weed, when you smoke, cigar smoke, all of it. Like, I'm always like, oh my God, something stinks. And my husband be like, what is wrong with you? Your nose is like a dog. I said, it's because I don't smoke. That's why. Because he smokes cigars. So his nose is all messed up. I smell everything, even funky ass women in the bathroom. And I'm not going to go into it. At least they redid the bathrooms. And so you don't have to really. They keep them clean. I'll just leave it at that. I won't talk about it. But this person don't even look real. They say, you got to go.
Unfortunately, it's an offensive odor, so we can't have it here. Okay?
Your red hair isn't professional for this restaurant either.
Well, it sounds like we know who they're talking to.
Putting us out because we smell like weed is crazy.
Unfortunately, it's an offensive odor, so we can't have it here. Okay?
Your red hair isn't professional for this restaurant either.
I apologize.
Putting us out because we smell like weed is crazy.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. I think your red hair looks crazy, but he gonna get paid. Are you? Is the question. That looked like a little girl. You know what he said? Probably they was like, I remember what happened at that restaurant. was it in DC or California? It was California, where once the bill came, they all started trying to kill each other basically because they didn't want to pay. He said, I know the type. He said, I just saw that video about them carnival people. Child, you better go on. You better go on somewhere. Dr. Steele said, I'm a teacher and I would encounter students who smell like weed, which they shouldn't, right? That is crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, so they're going to learn one way or another. They probably be saying, this is a racist. Soon enough, child. Soon damn enough. Oh, God. All right. I don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about this because Kofa sent this to me to let me know that the Dollar General manager dies after being SHOT'd by a customer over $1.58 pack of hamburger buns. Can you imagine? Is anybody hear about this? Did any of y'all hear about this, Bueller? And if you did, anybody protesting it? Anybody down there fighting for her? Anybody coming to her not rescue, shout out to Spaces, but coming to speak up for her, to cut for her, to support the family, to give their best wishes, donate some money, anything like that? Woman, all she doing is trying to work. All she's trying to do is work. Where are the people that always say, it was only a box of Pampers. It was only a bottle of liquor. It was only deodorant. It was only toothpaste. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? You gonna cut for the jackass that deleted her over hamburger buns? What did they need it for the cookout next weekend for the 4th of July? Hamburger buns. Hamburger bun. And she's a sister. What a 92% at? Y'all ain't got nothing to say. You too busy over there with Carmelo and the gang, wasting your fucking time. Lord forgive me. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. 44-year-old Alexis Hill, a beloved Dollar General store manager and mother of 3, was fatally taken on up out of here by a customer at a store on Victory Drive in Columbus, Georgia. Oh, Lord, help your people. I should have known, child. I should have known.
She was fucking his best friend. So, you know, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Now, just because it's Georgia, I'm going to play TLA, whether it's Atlanta or not. So that's FYI. Shout out to TLA that was in the chat the other day. The gunman, identified as 33, he's still down there with the rest of the gremlins. 3-year-old Jerome Marquise Willis. Typical. So, I think we've solved it. Shout out to Cell. So he's black. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Jerome Marquise Willis is black. If anybody thinks that's not true, let me know what you think he is. Maybe he Asian. But since he's black and she's black, nobody cares. No outrage. No cutting for her or cutting for this criminal as they usually do. Is this in the code? Is Sedisha here? Is this a part of what's the code? What do we do here with the code? Colors, what do we do with the code here? They both black. Oh yeah, that's why y'all not here. They both black. She's gone, he's here. Where are all the feminists that care about women? Bueller. Where are all the feminists that care about women? There's a woman who's taken up on out of here by the patriarchy, toxic masculinity, sassy, straight, masculine bum. What? Where y'all at? Y'all don't want to raise no hell over this? This ain't even Chicago. Nothing. Y'all don't care about her. Her life don't matter. There's no say her name for Alexis Hill. Nobody want to say their name. I'm confused. All right. This is why I cannot keep up with the code. It don't make no sense. And y'all don't be help. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. And y'all don't be trying to help me. Y'all don't be trying to help me. I see. I get in a second. What is the problem? What is the problem? I guess her life don't matter. Well, rest in peace, Alexis. Your life does matter. Okay. Not because she worked at Dollar General, which was fine. Okay. I'm sure she would have been wonderful. But it's a shame that the colored community don't give a damn unless it has to do with an oppressor or a white person. Other than that, they don't give a damn. But they care about you, blacks. Don't forget they care about y'all. But if you die, and it's not a white person or an oppressor, you can go on somewhere. Ain't nobody, they ain't trying to remember your name. Black Lives Matter, NAACP, none of them. Moving on, no, child. Moving on. I can't do this. Let's go over here to Jennifer Lewis, who's talking about her dating standards. And from what I understand, how many men she then effed. Why is she talking about this? What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with these people? Not Code 102. When they're both black, it's no snitching. Got it. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I don't know if this is this whole interview. Not that I want to watch this whole interview, but it seems that Jennifer Lewis wants to come out here on Keke Palmer's show. So you got Jennifer Lewis, who might be 80. Then you got Keke Palmer, who probably 30 something. The other day you had Nia Long, who's probably 60, 50 something. I'm being facetious. And then you got Keke, who's down here 30 something. Do you think that they just ever give some good advice? They just want to talk about their heyday and their problems and everything. Nothing. It's just always some stupid ass hoe story that you're showing and telling to the. And I'm not cutting for Keke. I'm just making the comparison of ages where there should be wisdom here and there isn't. And you should be trying to teach the young. Okay. Yeah, that's the reason why I played it for real. That too. So let's hear what they got to say, child. They're going to piss me off, I'm sure.
You know, people, I think the greatest sin is boredom. Bitch, there's a tree over there. You know, people joke about that tree story I have about that man, one of my fiancés, who looked at me. We were in the car, and I saw a beautiful tree that bloomed the color pink.
Why does she talk like this all the time? Like, is she acting 500 times a day or something? I'm confused. Like, is she always on? Does she not take a break from acting? Every moment of life is an acting job?
It's gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
And I said, oh, my God, that's a beautiful tree. And he said, you say that about every tree.
Okay.
The was over instantly.
Yeah.
And everybody come out, oh, Jennifer Lewis broke off an engagement because of a tree. Bitch, you know that had to build.
Yeah, it had to
That
be.
had to be little things
And
that
it's
keep
representative.
eating at your joy and eating at your joy. I'm like, honey, I'm writing a book titled Walking in My Joy. You don't belong here.
You're talking about your fiance.
Yeah,
One
girl,
of your
look,
fiancés. What's
listen.
a relationship non-negotiable for you?
Clearly, if you don't like trees.
You know, people, I think that's a friend of mine.
Oh,
Anyway,
my
no, but in truth, you know, oh,
Child, even Keke is like, if this crazy lady don't get the fuck on up out of here.
God. No, I am not in a relationship with a man. And
She in a relationship with a tree?
somebody, ooh, girl, somebody did some on the internet. Ooh, that mother ripped me. I ain't never been ripped. I'm like, bitch, I'm trying to save your life. But wait a minute, he went off. He said, wait a minute.
It's the con dude you talking about?
Oh, no, that con artist, honey, that's a whole thing. Girl, I should just come on here and done the one-woman show for you. I don't even
Period.
know why I'm sitting here talking. Here's the thing.
Because I want the whole tea.
Oh, yes, but let's talk about that fiance first. I want y'all to know I didn't break off a relationship because
Of
he
trees.
said one thing
Yeah.
bad about nature. But truly with me, that's you get one shot to insult nature, bitch. Trees give us the oxygen to breathe. That's in front of mine.
You get one shot with Jennifer Lewis. If you insult the trees or nature, you're done. So in other words, any bullshit thing, when you're done, just use it, okay? Why don't you just say that you weren't interested in the man? You don't like trees, we're done. Ooh. Child.
Shout out to Robert
yeah.
Townsend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Robert Townsend. You know, we had one date. He was a fool. He should have come in the house. I don't know, honey. God had taken him down because, you know, I heard he was like, you know. Yeah. No, he was divorced. And we went out on one little date. And he didn't come in. I felt sorry for him, honey.
He's just not that into you. Shout out to those that know.
Because, you know, I was Jennifer Lewis. But, you know, I was scary. I didn't blame him.
Oh my gosh, the guys are so intimidated when that energy is.
God.
The guys are so intimidated.
You know, child, please. Who on earth can sleep with me? That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be any sleeping anyway.
Shout out to Robert Townsend.
Oh, Robert Townsend.
High kicks. Oh my gosh, it's insane.
Girl, that was a scene that was cut. Robert Townsend cut that scene because we had a better scene. But oh my God. There was one day,
oh my God,
where I had to do the round, it's called a roundhouse kick.
So amazing.
Bop, bop, and that's my foot kicking my face. Bop, 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 bop. So the next day when I had to do it, my leg was actually sore.
Yeah.
Now you got to understand, I was very young then and I didn't get sore, but after all them bop, 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 it was over.
I love bop,
and that
high kicks. Oh my gosh, it's insane.
Girl, that was a scene that was cut.
You worked with Whitney Houston when she did The Preacher's Wife.
Yes, I did. That's my girl.
You shared that you confronted her.
I did. I didn't know what using drugs really looked like. I used to drink in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. But no, I stopped drinking a long time ago. I never got in trouble for it, but look, here, listen, my voice meant more to me than I had a gift.
I get that. What did Whitney say?
She was an odd behavior. I don't know, we were in like a kitchen in that pier downtown off the Hudson River. And something happened. I saw that she was uncomfortable or something. And I just simply said, because I was still young too. I was like, well, I'm in therapy. And she just turned on a dime and she went, Lord Savior Jesus Christ, take care of me. Nothing wrong with that. Lord Savior Jesus Christ, take care of me. And if somebody say, Lord Savior Jesus Christ, take care of me, the way Whitney Houston can say it, you let it live. Go about your business.
Yeah.
But she was wonderful. God damn it. With no lies attached.
I think Oprah's been talking shit about Whitney, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't gonna be no Whitney slander around here either. That's still tough too. Rest in peace to Whitney.
Okay, so.
All right, I'm not trying.
Honey, snatching.
Come on, Jackie.
Snatching the gifts. Jackie's back. Girl, Jackie's back.
And that leg. Jackie's back with that leg.
High kicks.
Oh my gosh, it's insane.
Girl, that was a scene that was cut. See, I tell people I've had my day in this. What are you going to do about it? Are you eating yourself to death? Are you drinking yourself to death? So what? Shit. Woody, we'll crack up in this mother.
Oh my God. I cannot.
Who the is talking? Shut the
She may have been drinking during this episode. I don't know what's going on right now.
Who the is talking?
Oh.
Nothing is non-negotiable with me. I don't negotiate. You come in, you tell the truth, you be nice and have a good time, or go the home. Life's too short. I'm 69. I got 30 summers left. Go yourself. You don't get that. Nobody gets that kind of time from me.
Okay.
Nothing is non-negotiable with me. I don't negotiate.
You worked with Whitney Houston when she did.
Dare you to get up tomorrow morning and look in the mirror, look in your own eyes and say, I love myself. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder in my early 30s.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Because I thoroughly was confused. She got bipolar disorder. Okay. All right. Whoo, Lord help your people.
69 now. And I think my greatest accomplishment was that I went and took care of myself. Mm-hmm. And now I'm in my skin after all of that work. And I'm able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Yeah. What's beautiful is my career I'm changing, trying every way I can. I'm changing. I'll be better than I am.
But I need a friend to help me start all over again.
That would be just fine. I know it's gonna work out this time.
'Cause this time I'll change my life. I'll make a man.
I'm changing.
Oh my God. Shout out to Jennifer Lewis. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. That explains so much. All right. So we got to cut her a break. And Sank Fan says, please clip that song. I will. Thank you so much, Boo. I definitely am. Because what the hell was going on with all this? Somewhere, somehow, she talked about all the men she F, but I don't even care. That was enough. Maybe I just need to do a Jennifer Lewis hashtag and just run through it every episode to see what the hell she's singing, because she loved to sing, child. She clearly loves to sing. Moving on, y'all. Moving on. Uncle Rick sent me something. Let me bring this up. 1 second. Is this a video? Yeah, it is. This is not ladies' night, but this needs to go with Crime is Down, it looks like. Red Rum suspect, SHOT by Columbus police, had recently been released from prison. Are they down there with the oppressor?
About the murder suspect killed in a police shootout yesterday in South Columbus. Jerome Marquise.
Let me tell you, Ohio is off the hook, okay? Ohio is off the effing hook.
Shootout yesterday in South Columbus. Jerome Marquise Willis had a criminal history according to the Georgia Department of Corrections database and confirmed by Muskogee County District Attorney Don Kelly. The 33-year-old Willis was released a month ago from Dooley State Prison in Georgia. As a juvenile in 2007, Willis was convicted of a Muskogee County robbery. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison with 10 to serve. Upon his release, he got into more trouble in 2023 and 24 when he was charged and convicted of terroristic threats in Muskogee County. He served 2 years and was recently released. Willis's death is now under investigation by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Today, a release from the GBI offered details about what happened when officers confronted the homicide.
Child, this man looked like he is tired of doing this job.
Suspect. According to GBI investigators, Columbus police officers found Willis in a parking lot on Baca Plaza Drive. They ordered him to comply with verbal commands. When he didn't, a police K-9 was deployed. Investigators say Willis then pulled out a gun, fired towards the K-9 officer, and continued pointing the weapon at officers. Police returned fire, striking Willis multiple times. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Willis's body will be sent to the GBI crime lab for an autopsy. Today, the Dollar General on Victory Drive, where yesterday's deadly shooting happened, is closed. Folks have created a makeshift memorial for the
thank goodness for the local people.
Victim, dropping off balloons, flowers, and cards.
That was for the lady we talked about earlier. Again, rest in peace to her. Oh, Lord. Moving on, y'all. Moving on. Let's go here and get to this Lavar Ball, whose wife left him and it is divorcing him. And I think he lost a leg. I don't know about this dude. All I know is that he was like so hard on his sons before, I think they got in the NBA, before they got into the NBA. So this is Riva. Shout out to Riva TV. She pushing 300K. Shout out to her. Lavar Ball reveals wife divorced him after he nursed her back to health.
Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see it right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she was always beautiful in my eyes. I know how to rehab with Tina. It's not the soft stuff that people have been doing with her. She's an athlete. She needs rehab, which is a little more intense. Yes. There you go. 5 more. I'm going to do it for however long it takes to get it right. I had to get my foot amputated on the fact that I had diabetes until you say, I want to go do something else. Yeah. Now you're not as beautiful to me again. But it is what it is.
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Riba, and I'm back again with another video. Lavar Ball is going viral right now for basically exposing his ex-wife, and a lot of people have a lot to say about it.
Damn, it's his ex-wife already? Did y'all not know? Did y'all know they was divorced? Wow.
About it.
I didn't hear nothing about it. I don't pay attention to these people, like the Balls. The Ball family. Don't pay attention to these people, but they just got divorced and nobody knew.
So we're gonna go ahead and dive into the entire conversation, and of course, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation. Now, if you're unaware of who Lavar Ball is, he played college basketball as well as college football. And then he ended up actually playing in the NFL for a little bit. Then, he ended up working as a trainer, and simultaneously, through building his life within the industry, he ended up having 3 sons and then successfully getting all 3 sons into the NBA some way.
Well, excuse the hell out of me. Was he on that list of the fathers when I made that fathers list? I don't remember. He need to be on there. Damn, he played football, basketball, had 3 sons, and got them all in the NBA. Shout out to him.
Somehow.
LaMelo Ball, 24 years old, currently a star point guard for the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA. Number 2, Lonzo Ball, 26 years old, now with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 3, LiAngelo Ball, 25 years old. He went undrafted in 2018 and had a brief professional basketball career in the G League.
Now, people have looked at him as, like an honorable person, right? They've kind of looked at him for, inspiration, right? Especially if they have sons who they want to also get into the field. And, they looked at Lavar and his wife, Tina, as a power couple, right? Like these two, they one was helping with the school while the other one was helping with the skill.
So what was Tina's parenting style?
I would say she got us very smart. I was going to say that too. Education-wise, anytime you need help, don't go to big fella, go to her.
Now, him and his wife had been together for
You know what? I don't think I knew that their mom was white. I just thought they was light bright. That's all. Okay.
A total of 30 years, right? 3 decades. Now, just like long-standing relationships, right? They've had their ebbs and flows within relationships. One of their lowest ebbs being when she actually suffered a stroke. And, he was the one who was very much
Fashion Reed, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Uncle Rick says, a woman I know left her husband of 27 years after he nursed her back from cancer surgery. Remember the girl that was on one of the episodes of tonight's conversation? She was only 23. He helped me. He nursed me back. He wiped my ass. He not romantic.
Instrumental in getting her back to health, helping her, doing her physical therapy with her.
Back. No, Tina. No, nothing. You gotta go back. I'm telling you. You gotta put it back. Want some of these cherries? You want some? You gotta come in here, baby. You sure are good. Good. I'll make you move.
Who else better to support you in your rehab?
Yeah, that's actually makes sense. Everything he did for his sons, it sounds like. So he's pushing her like she was somebody on a team and she needed to be pushed and get your ass back together. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
In your rehabilitation, in your physical therapy, and all of those things, then somebody who has, coached these 3 sons to go into the NBA as well as played on his own and stuff like that. Like, you are going to get somebody who is going to challenge you, who is going to push you past the limits that you think that you can go to help you, return and maintain to health, better than somebody who has a lack of knowledge, right? Or a lack of discipline in that space.
I know how to rehab with Tina. It's not the soft stuff that people have been doing with her. She's an athlete. She needs rehab, which is a little more intense. Yes. There you go. 5 more. I'm gonna do it for however long it takes to get it right. Good job. I'm proud of Tina, and I just enjoy her getting better each and every day.
Now, he, nursed her back to health. She got better. Basically, is pretty much doing almost exactly how she was before she ever had any troubles. And then after that, he ended up having to get an amputation due to complications with diabetes.
I had to get my foot amputated on the fact that I had diabetes. So instead of killing a big ball, They amputated my foot.
So he sat down recently with streamer Neon, and he was talking to him about relationships. He was kind of like schooling him and giving him the game. And in said conversation, he revealed that his wife has decided that she no longer wants to be married and has filed for divorce from him.
Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see her right here. But she want to go do something else. That's fine with me. We had our run. Now, having a run in a relationship is one thing, but because of how publicly people saw, what it is that they went through, him being such an act.
Yeah, this is a little different. I would agree with her. I'd agree with her. We had our run. That's sports talkish to me. And I think probably him trying to seem like it, maybe doesn't bother him, but and I don't really know these people. I really don't. But just looking at the parts that she showed already, and the care that he was putting into making sure that she pushed herself and continue to go and don't give up and I got you and I'm gonna be here for you. And this is the thanks that you get.
Role in her life, it was hard for people to digest the fact that, he nursed her back to health and then she decided that she no longer wanted to be there.
So even though she had a stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else. Yeah. Now you're not as beautiful to me again.
He says she want to go do something else. We know what that means. He's still being nice. You want to go do something else.
He's like, she's been aging. She's gone through so many things. I've never, shied away from telling her how beautiful she is. I've never stopped showering her with love and compliments. It's the things that women complain that men don't do. Mm-hmm. He's outwardly saying, like, I continue to do all of these things. I continue to make.
You can see it in the few clips that she just showed. And this is fresh to me. So you can see all that. He ain't saying, I got to go get me something younger. You this now, you got to do this now, you got to pay the bills, and then none of that from that little bit, just seeing him care for her in the training stuff. Wow.
Maintain all of these things, and now I look at her sideways because I kept my side of the bargain. How could you walk away at this point?
It is what it is, man. I mean, like I said, anytime you can find somebody you can stay in love with for a long time, or for one day or whatever, if you can witness that love, that's good. I had that one.
I mean, I feel like we could tell.
Yeah, he's still, you can hear it in his voice right there. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know if y'all hear it. I feel like he's still, obviously it doesn't end that quickly, but I think this is tough on him, and he's I think he's hurting from this, y'all. Wow.
Tell how much he truly loved his wife, right? Like, even at times when they'd be at ceremonies and they'd want to put the son in the middle, he always pedestalized her as well, right? Like, he always honored her being the only woman in the house, her whatever the case is, he always propped her up. And even when he was doing things like supporting her back to health and nursing her back to health, all you could see in the comments were women who were like praising him for being such a stand-up guy and not leaving her in the dust when that stuff happened. So to hear, that she filed for divorce and that they, have not been together for, I think, 2 years, was shocking to say the least. He also did announce that he is in a new relationship at this point, dealing with somebody else.
And I found somebody else, but it is what it is.
Wait, who?
No need to worry.
Now, the comment section did what they normally do, and that is stand on business for the sisterhood and the sisterhood.
Okay. I was gonna say, now I did see some comments. And the sisters are being sisters as they always are. So wonder what y'all think that means. What do y'all think that means? The sisters are being sisters now. So if it was them that was saying good husband when he was taking care of the wife, you did the damn thing, oh, I want a man like you, now stuff like this happens, and what do you think they're saying?
Okay, they didn't feel sorry about this situation. They didn't feel the need to call her out. In fact, they were in support of her, and they were saying, well, he must not have been that great if she wanted to leave. Absolutely crazy. As you can see here, the first comment says, all I got to say is no one really leaves anyone that treats them well and makes them feel good. I don't really comment on people's relationships. We don't know what really goes on, and people can make things look really good. Usually the ones stuck in their feelings are the ones who've done wrong. Next comment says, I think we shouldn't take his word for it. For all we know, she probably wanted to leave all along, and it just so happens that he lost his leg when she decided to leave. We should stay out of this one. Next comment says, whatever, he got what he asked for, crying laughing face, don't feel sorry for him. Next comment says, men are not nice patients, and just because he was by her side doesn't mean he treated her well. Next comment says, may he live in his preference. I thought that they always have the black men back.
Let us, excuse me, let me remember this, because I will. The next time, thank you, Phantom Matsuo. Thank you for the gold jewels. I appreciate you. I'll remember it. When they on here whining and when some man takes somebody out that happens to be white. And I'm not asking for that, and I don't want that. But it's always interesting when it's one of you sassy straights with a white woman. Remember Kobe when he died? No empathy, no sympathy. But rest in your preference, rest in your preference. You know, whatever with your preference, whatever with your preference. But when it's the other way around, let's go ahead and take a look and think about this Carmelo situation. And they're like, we gotta support Carmelo. He was done wrong. No, I don't. You gotta not shop Asian. No, I don't. You not on code, child. Kiss my ass with this code. You are on code with this, though. No empathy, no sympathy. So really, all these people are telling you who they really are, and they're not worthy to be married to anybody anyway, because most of them are just bitter hoes that are by themselves. They will only go along with the sisterhood when it's something stupid like this. Because, oh yeah, I'm married. You'll pick me. Oh yeah, you're getting divorced. Yeah, sis, go, sis. And the thing about this is that I thought y'all said white people was racist, because you know it's all women talking this shit. I thought y'all said white people was racist. Y'all on the racist white people right now. Lavar Ball getting divorced. Yeah, sis. This is what I'm saying. The code don't make no sense. You should be like, F her. You better off. She racist anyway. You could do better than her. I'm here. Hey. None of that. No. F that nigga. You gentlemen, sassy straights all, but I'm talking to the colored ones right now. You are only good when you are deceased, clearly unhealthy, and being left behind, or criminal. You're no good at any other time. Well, actually, that's not on the list because they got nothing positive to say here. You know, there's always the option also of shutting the fuck up, which the 92% hasn't shut the fuck up since they said they was going to shut the fuck up. But then they'll be sitting up here crying in 15 minutes talking about everyone talks about black women. All people do is talk about black women. Exhibit 5900,872.5, where y'all black women always saying something nasty and negative, and this is why you get the results that you do. I don't care what none of y'all say. You can come up in these comments and be mad. You can come in this comment section right here and voice your fucking opinion. I don't give a shit. It is the fucking truth. Just like that video that I made that goes along with what RBN has been saying. You're pissed no matter what. You're pissed for this. You're pissed for that. Your name might as well be Pissy at the end of the day. You cannot be satisfied. You're always miserable. You never have anything nice to say. You stand on absolutely nothing. You fall for everything and then turn around and say, the way people treat black women. Why don't y'all start looking at the way that you treat others? My grandmother said, treat people the way that you want to be treated. So what I choose to do with people I don't like, thank you, Kev G, for the jewels. I just stay away from people I don't like. That's why I don't have a lot of black women friends. I don't like y'all because I already know that you don't like me. So why would I put myself in a position to be miserable or have to beat somebody's ass? Why would I do that? I have too much to lose, right? Because y'all have nothing to lose. I have a lot, okay? That's why you don't deal with people that's not on your level, because when they have nothing to lose, they will take you with you. And I know this is far off of the Lavar Ball and his wife situation, which we'll get back to in a second. But the black women, fuck that sisterhood. Black women gonna black women no matter what. Black women gonna black women no matter what. Because they're a bunch of miserable bitches and I'm black, okay? I don't need to say the obvious things that people feel like you need to say. If it don't apply, shut the fuck up. But if it applies, you can shut the fuck up too. Because what we're not going to do is continue to sit here and try to act like we don't know what it is. Don't let microaggressions, because you're aggressive. Everybody wants to be like us. I promise you they don't. I promise you they don't. Like them crazy looking people that was outside of the courthouse for Carmelo. I promise you no one's interested in that. I promise you nobody's interested in pink hair and orange hair and nose rings and all the big ass fucking snuffleupagus shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I promise you. Nobody cares. And yet you always comparing yourselves to white women, but then white people are racist. Why are you worried about what they doing then? I don't give a fuck. I don't be worrying about what white people be doing at all. Shout out to the white people. No shade. Calm down. I don't be caring about what white people do. Honestly, I don't be caring what you bitches do. But child, you out here showing yourselves, and then you turn around and say, everybody just hates us. You give them reason to. You give them reason to. And by association, unfortunately, I will get lumped into that. However, because people know who I am, I'm okay. But like people have said here, you can be the best looking woman in the world. You can be gorgeous and everything. Your nasty personality will always come out, and that's going to be the determining factor. So you can say some shit. Well, you old. That's fine. You're right. I am 55, proud to be alive. And I still probably have more relationships with men on a friend level than you ever will on a relationship level. On a fuck level, that's a different story. You should shout out to y'all in your whole phases. But for just normal, in a normal friendship, in a normal relationship, no problems whatsoever. To this level anyway, because what I don't do is, whether you believe it or not, is say some ignorant ass shit like this that's unnecessary. But any chance that you get to talk negatively about a black man, you're going to take that shit. And then turn around and try to say the woe is me, and then wonder why nobody will come and get you off the side of the road, why somebody won't come and pay for your groceries, even though that's stupid. No one will hold a door open for you. Nobody will come to your rescue for anything. Who would do that for an ungrateful class of people? You allow this image to be what it is. The image is what it is. It's not a stereotype. It's true most of the time. And you show and prove with every post, because this is where a lot of y'all spend your life. You spend your life in the comment section of fucking blogs. All this mess is all shit from blogs. Who spends the most time on a fucking blog? And I'm talking about the Hollywood Unlocks and all that stuff. Black people, black women mostly. Mostly y'all. Always talking negative. But as soon as Serena and Venus married a white man, yeah, sis, go, sis. That same conversation. Soon as somebody, a black woman gets taken on up out of here by a white man, y'all ain't saying this type of shit. Y'all don't say nothing near this type of shit when that shit happens. Help me understand. So why do you think that somebody should take up for you, care for you, cut for you, when you don't do the same for them? It don't even matter whether you know each other or not. Excuse me. It doesn't even matter whether you know. Having respect is just having respect. Being respectful is just being respectful. Nobody said you had to kiss anybody's ass. Nobody said that you had to go grovel at their feet. You don't. If you don't want to cook or clean or be kind or smile, don't. Please don't. Please don't. Because what that does is separates you from the rest of us normal people. Night Jade, Nicole, Queen, it's okay. Mona, it's fine. I support y'all. I'm a sister, supporting a sister. Okay, you heard it here first. I'm supporting you, sisters, to be who you are. I love it. I like it. I don't know how y'all feel. Because not all men are stupid. I don't know stupid men. I don't. So they'll figure out who you are, leave you where you lie, then you'll whine and complain and say that's what they do. Maybe you should check yourself, but y'all keep wrecking yourself. Shout out to Teddy Riley, I think.
Talking about white women dating black men. Now, obviously, a lot of people...
May he live in preference. Ain't that what y'all said about Kobe when he died with his black child? Rest in peace to him and Gigi. Y'all didn't care about none of that. We did them videos. I saw that shit. But somebody should feel sorry for you. And the problem, and I'm gonna move on. And the biggest problem with this is that there's not enough of the other black women like me who speak out on the bitches like this. I said that, I meant that. And until more do, to make sure that there's a higher legion of normal people. What in the hell is going on? That's the sun coming in. That looks crazy. Until more women decide to do that, who really believe that, the image will stay the same. The image will stay the same. And that's going to be to y'all's detriment, which is why that other video that I just made, shout out to Zillionaire for the clip, shows y'all begging for somebody to help you. Begging. What are you begging for? You got it going on, child. Y'all saw a strong and independent child. Get it done. Y'all got all the answers. You be helping everybody, helping yourselves to get on the internet looking like fools.
Saw these comments. They saw that, you know, he was getting the backlash and people were skipping over saying like, hey, that's kind of trifling that you left him and he was there for you, regardless of what the situation was. And so somebody called it out. As you can see here, it says, where is the sisterhood on this? They always say men leave when things get hard. This man stayed by her side through her health crisis. He never left her. Then he suffered a life-changing amputation.
You know what? This is where I saw it at from. This is the girl that calls women out. I forget her name. She had the post up, or they posted her up, and that's where I saw those comments. Oh, they was nasty as usual. And when someone says black women are nasty, I get it. I get it.
And she's already talking about leaving to go do something more fun. If the roles were reversed, people would be outraged and calling the man every name in the book. Loyalty shouldn't only matter when it's convenient. He will find a much younger and attractive woman. She will be used for her money. Now, I think this is absolutely absurd, right? And I completely agree with what that comment says. If it was the other way around, and when she had her stroke and she was going through her rehabilitation, if he had filed for divorce, people would cancel him. Okay, businesses that he had,
everybody would cancel him. She about to go into it. Everybody would cancel him. Say I'm lying, and Reva is lying. If he left her when she had her cancer diagnosis, you know, it might still be burning. It might still be burning. And they wouldn't care that she was white then. You know why? Because they get to down a black man, and that's more important at the end of the day. But now that she left him, it's like, yeah, sis, go, sis. Yeah, sis. She's not even your sister. Y'all are on the you don't like white people because they're racist time. Oh, you just took a moment to make sure that you down a black man? Because, sassies, I'm sorry, you're only good when you're dead or when you're a criminal.
Has people that he works with, business relationships, nobody would want to have any kind of dealings with him because it would be like, where's your integrity? What kind of man are you? How dare you do that?
I'll do it for however long it takes to get it right. Good job. I'm proud of Tina, and I just enjoy her getting better each and every day.
And so for the fact that, you know,
and no shade. And her in that pool is not something that somebody, listen, no shade. But let's be honest. We're going to be honest. Ain't nobody looking at her when she go in no bathing suit nowhere else looking like that, okay? Because he easily could have been like, ooh, child. Nope, he ain't seeing none of that because he loved that woman. That's why he sounds like he does talking to that young man. That's why he's hurt. That man is hurt. They can't even hear none of that. They're not trying to hear none of that. They're not thinking about none of that. Nothing. It's just, oh, a black man is losing his wife. Yay, you go, white woman. We love you now. 15 minutes later, white people are so racist. They keep us down. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying.
Fixed her, helped her, and then the shoe is now on the other foot, and it's her turn to now step up into that space and be there and show him, like, you know, you had my back, I'm gonna have yours. And for her to walk away is jarring. And let's be clear, there could be other reasons. There could be more to the story. He could have not been the nicest.
Wait. Hold on, Reva. No. Because, child, when Meg came out here and said what she said, nobody cared about no proof. Nobody cared about what Clay had to say. Nobody cared about what nothing looked like. Nobody did nothing. These heifers went in to say, if she said it must be true. He ain't shit. She made him. We're going to cheat for Meg. Get it wrong every single time. Y'all get it wrong every single time. And then turn around trying to act like you're put upon or somebody has done something to you and you don't understand it. When you are a see you next Tuesday, you get see you next Tuesday results. Facts. And it ain't hard to figure out where one is. And every single one of these heifers in these comments saying this stupid stuff is that. At least if you're not commenting, you can control yourself. But that's the proof yet again that I tell you, people can't control themselves. Let me rephrase. Women can't control themselves. Women like this can't control themselves. That's why those are probably the same women that are out there saying Carmelo Anthony is innocent. He ain't do nothing wrong and all them other delusional things. Now, we're not talking about the low testosterone men like Frigidaire. We just talking about heifers that are just out here talking shit, talking about it's not fair, it's not right, it's not fair. RBN community is done. He's absolutely right. Who wants to be a part of this foolishness? Who? Well, if I was going to help the community, what would I help them do, y'all? They don't listen to anything. They think they know everything and are one track. They're like this. They're like this. They don't see over here. They don't see back here. There's no peripheral vision. It's just this. And no one can show and teach them anything unless it's one of these celebrities. That's it. Black women particularly are run by celebrities, which is crazy. Let Beyonce come out here and say something. I was listening to her old music today. Let Beyonce come out here and say something. It's gospel. Let Meg come out here and say something. It's gospel. Listening to entertainers, listening to blogs, tethers, ABCDs. These are supposed to be the most educated. Okay.
Patient, whatever the case is, but there's a certain level of duty. There's a certain level of responsibility that you feel that you have, the same way that he stepped up to the plate in his marriage. That is like the expectancy of, what I'm sure he was expecting in return.
If you look at it, back in the day, people stayed married for 30, 40 years.
Absolutely.
And you know why? You think it was because of love? No, it's because of sacrifice.
What's interesting is he...
Sacrifice? Sacrifice? What is that? I promise you they don't know that word. I promise you they don't know that word. Sacrifice? Remember when Kevin Samuels asked that? A couple of them, but I remember the one in the car with her boyfriend asked her to smile. I don't smile. I don't need to smile at nobody. Am I making this like what? This is what that's what it is. Come on now. You can get mad all you want to. This is what the hell it is. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. A funky ass, stank ass attitude most of the damn time. And then say, everyone treats us badly. Why would anyone treat you well? Lavar Ball videotaped him nursing her back to health. Now he lost a foot and she found somebody. That's what that means. Me personally, the way he said it, I forget what he said, that means that she's going to fuck off with someone, allegedly. And if it doesn't work out, guess where she's going to be sniffing back at? And he done already found somebody. Like, who thought that he wouldn't, right?
He's been in conversations giving a lot of younger men, the game, right? And so I think a lot of people thought that he was only coming from this marriage perspective, but now it being out that, they have been separated for 2 years and divorced, now the conversation is more of he was trying to show and expose the nature of women or things that could happen to these younger men so that they're able to protect themselves.
Because if you got 10 kids and you ain't never had no job, you ain't leaving that man no matter what he do. Because he bringing home that money to keep you in your spot. Right. So a lot of women back in the day, they say, you know what, I'm gonna forgive him. I'm gonna let him do his thing, I'll forgive him on that.
The privileges that have afforded women the ability.
Wait, when did he lose his foot? Do y'all know? Do any of y'all know? Uncle Rick says they don't want to be wives, they want convenience. They look at men like they Wawa or Quick Trip. I agree. And it's always after the hoe phase, the infamous hoe phase. Who's gonna marry Light Bright? Come on now. Who's gonna marry Light Bright? Y'all remember Light Bright from Crowned? And now she's doing that Listen to Black Women show. Child, if y'all got to make a show, then you know damn well ain't nobody trying to listen to y'all. But y'all mix shit so we can have content. That's all that's good for me. Who gonna marry her? She out here talking about she been with men, she been with women, she'll do anything. She's done this, she's done that. The hair color is this color one day, the hair color is that color the next day, and it's that color the next day, and ain't nobody gonna tell her what to do. She doing all these businesses. Child, don't nobody know her. And I'm telling you, these people don't know. I don't know about her, but plenty of Black people, but women I'm talking about, don't know nothing about business at the end of the day. Child, they get $5,000 one time they think they've made it. Anyway, all right, I'm going to let this go. Shout out to River TV, though. Shout out to her. She do good work over here. But we're moving on. Where shall we go? Let's do a tonight's conversation. Which one do I want to do? This is an old one, but I want to revisit it now we know now that we know tonight's conversation a little bit better. Do y'all remember this one? She said, lose weight or no wedding. She never made it to the altar.
What's your question?
This is somebody's review of tonight's conversation. That's why you see her up here on the screen. So the lady was supposed to lose weight, or they have the weight requirement, if I'm not mistaken.
Hi, my name is Shantae. I was dating a guy who is a man of God for 3 years. We broke up. He said he didn't want to marry me because I didn't fit his weight requirement in the 3 years we were together. I thought he was my husband. I fell in love with him.
Child, look at them legs. All they done is gotten bigger, child.
When we broke up, I blocked him 7 days. I wanted to go back, so then he blocked me for a month. It's been 3 months, no contact, and now he wants to be back in my life.
When did you find out? Can I ask one contextual question before we get to it? When you say weight restriction or weight preference, he wanted you to be bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Smaller, okay. I
have a contextual question. When did you find out that you weren't in the weight requirement? Was it after y'all broke up or during he kept telling you that he wanted you to be smaller?
Well, I made the mistake and signed an agreement that I would lose.
She made a mistake. So if I ask one of y'all to sign the agreement that you're going to lose weight, and I'm going to type it on out and we're going to get it notarized and you're going to put your John Hancock on there, is that a mistake when you sign it? That sounds like somebody settling. Somebody wanted to get married so badly that they signed on the dotted line for something dumb as, I'm going to lose weight. Because that was supposed to be, like Uncle Rick kind of said a second ago, she wanted what she wanted. Now, she wanted to get married for sure. But she thought, in my opinion, that she could just get away with it and wouldn't be a big deal. She wouldn't be, he would just go ahead and just let her go and she don't have to do it. That's what I think. I would, listen, why would you even bother if he don't want you where you are? Then be done with it. Nope. You're settling, ma'am. All this, we don't settle. You're settling. You're settling. You're so desperate that you're going to sign something that says you're going to lose weight. And then you think that you're just going to do what you want after signing it. Now you want to say it's a mistake. No, it was intentional because you thought you was going to get away with not doing your side of the bargain.
Hold on. What was the agreement?
What is these down?
Look at the sisters all mad. What are you mad for? She signed it. Do these people not hear? Is it just me? Are they not listening? She signed it willingly. What are you mad at him for? What are you mad at? What are you all riled up for? You should be saying, sis, what the fuck? Nope.
This nigga's on. He said agreement. Okay, hold on. Before we go further, can we talk about this agreement? So no, we need this context real quick. This agreement, just so I can be educated. It don't have to be the specific thing, but tell me about an agreement like this that you had to sign.
The agreement was, I'm so embarrassed to say this, but I guess basically in order for him to marry me, that I would work on losing weight. So he would buy me stuff for me to lose weight. And then he would go to counseling. But prior to our relationship, he was divorced for about, I think, 2 years. He was married for 20 years. And so that was basically the agreement that I would allow him to buy me the stuff so I can work on losing weight, which I did do things that I didn't want to do, which is I did the Ozempic. And I almost lost my life in March of this year.
Oh, jeez. Why is this a question would be my question, Bueller. Why is this a question? Because she still want that man. Say I'm lying. She still wants that man. So she can come up here talking about the agreement. The agreement. You agreed to it. He was going to buy me things. You agreed to it. because he said, you do it and I'll marry you. So you were so desperate to get married. You were so desperate, you settled. This is what y'all do. Shout out to tonight's conversation. This is why I like this show. It pisses me off sometimes, but this is exactly why I like it. Because you got them heifers over there in them comments talking about Lavar Ball, whatever his name is. And yeah, Sister White Tina. Because you're just mad that he married a white woman. And so now you're mad that, or you're happy that a black man lost something. So here's what you all do. You sign weight loss contracts in order to get a man. You sign weight loss contracts in order to get married. And then you don't, allegedly, I'm not sure. I don't remember it that well, but she said she's saying that he bought her the equipment to lose weight. I do remember that. So you couldn't do it. So that means that you couldn't put the fork down. You couldn't eat right. You couldn't do your part of the bargain, but you just think because you're used to that no one is going to push you on what it is that you agreed to. You agreed to do it. You couldn't do it. So then you go take the easy way out. Now somebody's supposed to feel empathy and sympathy for her because she allegedly almost died, which is what she's trying to get from this crowd. So then if they have some empathy and sympathy, then they won't be mad at her. They're going to be mad at him. Say I'm lying. That's exactly what's going on right here. I'm waiting for her to say.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Woo! She put in the cheat code and still failed. Exactly. She brought all this. I have no empathy, not one bit, no sympathy, no nothing. You like it, we love it. Y'all keep doing some of the dumbest of things, then you willingly come up here and admit it while around here shouting out all this dumb bullshit. Because like I always say, gentlemen, they do want you, but they just don't know how to act. So they rather continue to act their way instead of acting a normal way and being able to give something to someone and fail every single time, and we'll continue to fail every single time and talk about it. And we love that. We love that for y'all.
So,
all right, that's deep as fuck,
man. I think it's unfortunate, like when people lay out their requirements or they lay out their expectations of us, and if we don't fit it, like we take that as a personal challenge to try to climb up there and meet it. But that's not what that requires.
That's what Trill is saying, that he said what he wanted and you tried to get to it when you know damn well you weren't going to get it. That's what I think he's saying anyway. Dolomite, I appreciate you. He said, not going to settle. Listen, that's all that ever happens around here is settling. That's all that ever happens around here is freaking settling. And all this, well, we do not settle. Remember when they was mad at Tyler Perry? They got over that quick. At the end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man got to make more, he got to step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, rusty, ashy. We're not going to settle. No settling. We're not going to settle. No settling. Not going to settle. No settling. Not going to settle. No settling. Not going to settle. Hey, not going to settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway. Settling all day, all night, and 3 times on Sunday, child.
Sometimes we just not fit to be together.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine. Because even with him, like I don't necessarily blame him for having weight requirements or whatever the case may be.
Contract? It's crazy.
I mean, but it's more common than you think though. But again.
So here go Ace. That's crazy. So the contract is crazy, y'all, but her signing it isn't? How come Ace ain't saying that? Because I feel like if it's crazy, then she should have said, "Child, you crazy," and walked off. Ace ain't gonna say that. They would never have me on this show. You think the contract is crazy? Who signed it? That's crazy. Because that's how desperate these women are. Trying to act like they're not. I mean, if he was married for 20 years, say he got married at 20, he's probably 40, 45 or so, right? About 20 years old, 40, 45 or so. She looked like she in her 40s, okay? So the window is a closing, child. The window is a closing. And it's not like, allegedly, based off of my doctor and lawyer degrees here on YouTube, she doesn't seem to have some sort of a personality, right? So she kind of probably blends in with the wall. So who's going to notice her? Let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? If she was out, do you think that she's going to be like, ah? No, she's going to be sitting down in the chair waiting for something to happen, in my opinion. What, does she seem like she got personality? No, she signed a freaking weight contract. Anyway, but you're here, aren't you? I'm annoying, but you're here. See, y'all, the trolls be trolling. All views matter, though. Help me make that money, child. TD, I appreciate you. For the 12, interested. I didn't even know you could do that. I appreciate you, honey. Said she used the 99 life code like on Super Mario Brothers and still couldn't win the game. Shout out to my Gen X Nintendo players. Exactly. Like Queen said, had the cheat code and still lost because, you know, when you're desperate, don't be desperate. But more of them are desperate than not, as evidenced by this damn show and these dumbass stories and situations that they put themselves in.
And it's because if it was a woman in that situation that said, "Hey, I'm not interested in marrying a man that make less than $100,000 a year," we would say, well, that's her requirement.
Yeah, thank you, Trill. Exactly. And nobody would bat an eye at that. Nobody would bat an eye at that one damn bit. So he got his requirements. Don't be big, bitch. And look, he took her when she was bigger, clearly. He couldn't have done it. She couldn't do it. He left. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I don't know if they're going to get to it because I don't remember. She said he wants to come back. Guess who's considering it? Her. Who's the real problem around here? Because if he's all that bad and now you got all these people on your side to say, yeah, sis, he ain't shit. Are they not? I'm telling you, people do not listen and pay attention and comprehend. She wants that man. She wants that man.
But if we put it in a contract that if you ever got fired from your job for 6 months, I'm leaving you, that's crazy to me.
That's not what the contract will state. The contract was...
And it can be crazy to you, but you're not married, Ace. So what difference does it make? And you're not trying to get married because I bet you he got his requirements if he wants to, right, Bueller? I don't know what Ace's situation is, but I promise you he ain't going to take any regular, smegular heifer off the street. He going to have some requirements. Just because they not the ones that he wants don't mean that his is wrong and Ace is right. What it means is that man was able to put it out there and get a worm on the hook with it now, didn't he? He can think it's strange all he want to. He put it out there and got a worm on the hook.
State that if you don't climb to this 100,000 within the next year, 2 years, then I'm going to do something different.
So hold on. So what I'm seeing, what's your name again, baby?
Shantae.
Shantae. You are so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. What I'm hearing is a broken, dismantled, trauma fucking filled man who self-projected his self-hate.
It's the man and he got self-hate. And this was allegedly a doctor at the time, which we know she really isn't, just like I really am not. But I know better than her. It's always toss it on the man. Shout out to y'all. Look at y'all. Just put it on the man. His self-hate, her weakness, her desperosity, her settling. I'll fill in the blanks, child.
His insecurity.
Her insecurities.
His lack of integrity on you.
Her lack of confidence in herself.
Because we give others who we are.
And we sign things willingly that we're desperate for.
And we see in others who we are, not who they are.
We see that we're so desperate for that man and probably that pleasure that we will go ahead and do whatever, even though we probably don't think that we can do it and ain't going to try to do it, but just think that we're just going to get over and slide on in. And even though he did this, I still want him. You know, Dr. Cheyenne ain't going to say nothing about that.
So he's seen in you his self-hate for himself.
No, she sees her last chance and she's desperate and she wants to do whatever in order to get married.
He's seen in you his insecurities within himself.
Child, and she be saying this and they be like, yeah, sis, goes. And she ain't saying shit except for man hating, man bashing. That's all she's saying.
Put a contract together that he really wanted to be able to obtain and sustain, but probably could not.
Yes, so the answer is to be childish and do the same thing back to him. Girl, you come up with a contract. Girl, you come up with a contract of your own. So you're projecting being childish? This is a doctor. Well, we know she's not now, but let's pretend. This is a doctor giving this advice, and people take this show seriously and really go and give your personal information out to people that are non-credentialed. Wow. Maybe that's part of the problem, Black women. You're listening to people who ain't got no damn sense.
And then place that burden on you. You just happen to go along with the manipulation and the...
Oh, she just happened to go along with it, y'all. It was manipulation. Here, sign this. That is not manipulation. What is she talking about? Here, sign this. You either sign it or we're not getting married. So why didn't she say, you know what? I can go ahead and I can find me another man. I don't need you. She ain't saying none of that. She signed that shit, didn't she? Cheyenne out here lying to people. Cheyenne lying. That lady from The View, Sunny, is lying. People lying about this Carmelo situation. There's a lot of liars lately, child. Clearly it works because nobody can call anybody out on anything. And everybody says that it's your truth. It's your truth, which means it's your delusion.
The womanizing ways that he has.
How the hell she know he got womanizing ways? She just saying shit. Lies. Ain't nobody correcting her.
And for that, I want to tell you that I'm sorry, because I think that is a terrible fucking thing that you got caught up in that.
It's a terrible thing that you got caught up in that. Look what he did to you, you poor old thing. Oh my God, how? How could he do this to your 40-some-odd-year-old self, if not 50? I don't understand it. You poor baby. You poor thing.
Really is.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Come on, Trev.
Hell no.
Come on.
We're not gonna do this.
Let's go.
We gonna tell the truth.
Let's go.
And at the end of the day, why is it always an issue when a man has requirements?
It's not
in a relationship. Wait.
Because again, tell me he wasn't attracted to me.
Right. So
well, you're not attracted to me. I want to marry you. You're not attracted to me. I want to marry you. What's this? Look at this ugly ass. Well, she ain't ugly, but she ugly faced right here. Why is she so pissed? Look at her face. I'm about to get it. Look at how pissed she is because Trill has the nerve to disagree with her. How dare that Black man have the nerve to disagree with Cheyenne, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant at the time. Because, you know, if you think you're a criminal, if you don't think you're a criminal, then you're not a criminal. If you think you're a doctor, then you're a doctor. That's why I'm a doctor and a lawyer, child. Because if I think it, then it is. That's the delusion that the community is living in right now. And she is mad and pissed off. It's not even her situation. That Trill had the nerve and the all-damn audacity to disagree with her. You Black man, who do you think you are, you Black man? You're just a Black man. You're not anything. You're not anybody, you sassy straight.
So again, going back to what I said earlier, sometimes we just not yoked for each other, and that's perfectly okay. But in terms of even just like you said, he created a contract. Sure, but she signed it. You don't have to sign the contract.
Okay.
If I felt that disrespected by you writing this contract and laying it in front of the table, I say get the fuck out of my face.
Because that would mean that she would have to have responsibility for her decisions. What is wrong with you, Trill? Are you crazy? How dare you say that Black women should be responsible for their choices? What? You mean to tell me that this woman was supposed to think in her head, this sounds crazy, but I want to get married. But he said he's not attracted to me, but I want to get married because I love him. But he want me to lose weight, but I'm probably not going to be able to lose weight. And it magically is that man's fault. But y'all can say, I want you to pay all the bills. I don't want to pay nothing on the bills. And you got to buy me Castro, Pastro, and Mastros every 3 days. And then you got to take me on vacation every 15 minutes. And then we're only going to have X whenever I say we do. And no more, no less. And I'm not watching these kids, so you better give me a nanny. And I'm not going to work, so you better get somebody to clean this house. And I'm going to go out, and I want the best car, and I want all the gas, and I want the credit cards. All that is allegedly acceptable. One man said one thing, she agreed, now he's a mess. Child, these people live in their own worlds. Yet reason number 55,829,000.8 as to why you bitches have issues with relationships and men in general, because you're delusional. But as long as you think you're right, and that's it. And you got delusional people like a lying doctor. You had a lying doctor talking to y'all, but you was all in. Then you find out that she's a liar because she said something to y'all. Now y'all don't like her. But she easing her way back in, y'all. I promise you. Cheyenne is easing her way back into the sisterhood. Thank you, Eugene, member for 3 months. I appreciate you. He said, this is some dangerous stuff right here. A supposed doctor lying to this woman about her health, telling her not to lose weight, lying to her, gaslighting her also, and not holding her responsible. Where's the, honestly, I agree with you. You know what? This is dangerous. You're right. Because if no one is going to do their job, then where will we end up? Probably like where we're headed right now. Because if you can't be objective and do your job as a therapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or whatever it is, and tell the truth, just because someone is Black, just because someone is a woman, just because you hate men and you bring your biases in, that's an issue, a big one. But I feel like that's where people are at this point. It's crazy. I don't know, how we got here, but it is an issue. So I guess it's his fault that she went and did Ozempic too. Because I'm sure he just put a weapon to her head and say, take this, allegedly. Hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new.
But she signed it. Yeah. So again, we got to address like what would warrant you to sign some shit.
But I signed it.
Hold on, and you got a point.
Hold on. Why did she sign it?
I signed it because, well, then I was 40 something. I'm 47 now.
Ooh, shout out to me.
And I want to be married.
Shout out to me. Don't tell me, even though we did see this before and it's a little fuzzy, but don't tell me I don't be knowing these biatches. Don't tell me I don't be knowing these biatches. I know. Desperate to be married. I's 47 now. I's wants to be married. He was married for 20 years. Do you think that he was in a rush to get married again? Let's be honest. Gentlemen, if you were married for 20 years, tell me the truth. Tell us the truth. Which puts you at about 40 some odd years old. Even if is the first thing on your mind is to get married again. Are you even thinking about getting married again? First answer that. If you was married for 20 years like he was, and then you coming into probably 40s, we're going to put him at about 47 as well. Let's just put him at 47. So again, he got married young. Would you be worried about getting married again? Okay, so it seems like the answers are no, right? Okay, so just imagine if you got married, you got divorced, let's just say that you weren't necessarily, gave up a house and lost all this shit, but it was just the marriage is 20 years. It's a big deal. You're done. It's over. Okay. He's been divorced. I think she said about 2 to 3 years. They've been together 2 or 3 years. And then he says, this is what I want in order to get married again. Because one, he wasn't interested in getting married again. However, in my opinion, let me know if I'm wrong. He may have been considering her, which is why he gave this contract. So either he was considering her or he knew that she was never gonna, I'm sorry. Either he was really considering her, that's why he gave her the contract, or he gave her the contract because he knew he wasn't trying to get married because he knew that she wouldn't do it. Which one do you think it is? Which one do you think that it is? Is he really setting a boundary to say, this is what I want? Maybe he's breaking her ego, Uncle Rick. Or is he saying this like, child, she ain't ever going to do it, so let me go ahead and give her this because I'm not getting married again. It's one of those two things. Because you never know. Because when we fall in love, y'all, we find love or whatever, it typically is not something like, let me talk about back in the day. It's typically not, I'm looking for somebody like that, right? I'm looking for somebody. It kind of just happens because you could be dating and everybody's an asshole and all that stuff. And it's like, oh my God. And then finally somebody clicks with you out of nowhere. And probably you wasn't expecting it, right? If that happens, then maybe you would consider it, depending on who that is. And it probably has to be somebody who's, pretty exceptional in order for that to happen, right? But I feel like it's one of those two things. Queen says the second reason, he knew he wasn't never going to do it again. You agree with me? Both of the reasons? Okay. Robert says the second, he knew what he was doing. Brittany said, giving her a mark, knowing that she won't hit it. Yes, back in the day, it was definitely different. It is definitely different. Look at the woman's hair. Listen, since you brought it up, no shade. I'm not saying she's not a cute woman, because she's a cute woman. But I don't know. Why does this hairstyle just remind me of Set It Off? Shout out to Quality Guy. Thank you for the gold coin jewels, boo. It's giving Queen Latifah and Set It Off. But maybe it's the summertime and she's got her hair protected to go swimming or something. Allegedly. I don't know. I give her the benefit of the doubt, but it doesn't scream feminine too much to me.
And so I was in love with him. So I figured
she definitely does not have a strong personality. She definitely does not have that.
The pickings is slim.
But I want to say this. Yes, she signed it.
The pickings are slim. Shout out to me. The pickings are slim. That's why she signed a contract. She basically admitting why she signed a contract. Because if she's 47 now, if they was together for 3 years, that put her at 44, 45. She edging into 50. She's not a go-getter, allegedly. She don't look like she a go-getter. She don't look like she's has some dynamic personality that would draw someone in or anything like that. You know what I mean? So the pickings are slim. I'm surprised she didn't say there's not pee in the pool or whatever they say.
Yes, she needs to take accountability on that piece. But to your point that if you're saying that this woman is not the weight class, the body size, I'm not attracted to her, she's not conducive to my liking, why in the fuck am I dealing with her in the first place? Okay.
Keep listening to these biatches. You hear the crowd starting to clap, right? Why? Look at her face, just as bad as the last screenshot. She is really pissed off about this. Instead of saying and helping a woman, these people are not helping y'all. She should have been saying, girl, what is wrong with you? Why do you sign a contract like that? You obviously want to marry this man. So what do you think you should do? I say put it back on her. And she should be saying, I would never do that, but there's a reason that you did it, especially, child, this should have been the sign that she wasn't a doctor. This should have been a sign that she was not a doctor. We should be looking into why you would sign something like that, because that sounds crazy. We don't hear this typically. A prenuptial is one thing. A weight contract is something completely different. Nope. Not gonna do that. Child. Shout out to Ashy Foot. I appreciate you, hun. My marriage contract only has one line: citizenship. You so crazy. Thank you so much, boo. Appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Okay, why in the fuck am I choosing her in the first place? I have the power of
look at all the claps. Look at all the claps. Oh, these women looking away though. What's going on? Y'all not paying attention? Oh, something must be going on over here.
Anyways, there are a million women in here who are smaller, bigger, no ass, BBL, and everything else. I can choose that which is conducive for me. I don't have to pour.
Look at how mad she is. Why is she so pissed off?
Pour into her or project onto her some trauma that I'm dealing with to say, look, I need you to sign a contract to be
now it's trauma.
A certain size. Go get that bitch who's the size you want.
All right. Go get that bitch that's the size that you want. This is why y'all stay single, because you listen to crazy people like this. This is the third stop. This face looks crazy too. She is not for y'all. Kendra Gilliams is not for y'all. But y'all keep listening to these people. Y'all keep listening to people who do not do you well. This is why you have bitches who act like they do, y'all. Because no one holds them accountable. So they think they could do whatever they want. And now that more of you are saying, fuck y'all, now you got trauma and you got issues and you got to deal with it because you won't let bitches walk all over you. How dare y'all not let these bitches walk all over you? How dare y'all not take on single mothers that are the single mothers of all of these crazy looking gremlin ass motherfuckers that, forgive me, that we be looking at regularly. We might need to do Crime is Down tomorrow. Get up to date with the crime. How dare y'all not take all this shit on? How dare y'all not deal with a woman that looks like this? How dare y'all not go find the size that you want? Maybe she has the personality and the demeanor because she is docile. I don't know if that's the right word. She is, don't have a personality. She probably cleans and does stuff like that. Child, don't tell this group that they're going to take you down. So everything maybe was good enough and he just wanted her to be a different size. And then he would do what she wanted him to do. All she had to do, because she had a contract in hand, is get the job done. All she had to do is hire a damn trainer and eat right. That's it. That's it. Is it easy? No. Trust me, I know. But if you are consistent and you work and you're healthy, for the most part, you should be able to do it. You don't, instead, y'all will listen to this crazy looking woman and that other fat bitch sitting up here talking about the diet is racist. Any old excuse to have an excuse to not put some work in.
Let me get to see it real quick.
But
all that clapping. Yeah.
Really I want to help you a little bit to understand, because there's something very deep that's happening here. And when you talk about the mindset of a man, right? And this is in your relationship.
The mindset of a man, child. We got big glassy legs about to talk about the mindset of a man. Gentlemen, listen to her.
With him, you never want to be with a man that his big ticket items are so fickle. Okay,
you never want to be with a man where his big ticket items are fickle. So what is it that you think that you could tell Glossy Legs here that she wouldn't say that to, Bueller? What do you think that Glossy Legs would say is the big ticket item? Because you can't tell them about their weight. You can't tell them about spiders, makeup, and weave. You can't tell them nothing about money. What would it be? What would it be that you all could want that Glossy Legs would agree to? Bueller? Anybody? She definitely could. Shut up, T-Brew. What if that was in the contract? That'd be difficult. Just paying shut up. Oh, Robert is 198 at 61 and trying hard. Look at you. She's I'm not going to say only, but she's only 40 some odd years old. Is it going to be easy? It might not be easy, but damn, you had to go get Ozempic? But they want to make sure that it's the man's fault. Lavar Ball, it's his fault that he married a white woman that she's leaving him now. But he was wonderful when he was taking care of her. This woman said she wanted to get married so badly. Couldn't do the weight. Now they still haven't gotten to her question, if you think about it, though. She wants to know if she should take him back. They still ain't got to that question because she wants to take him back. So who's the real problem? This was the sign that Cheyenne Bryant really wasn't a doctor, or she don't give a damn. She's not a good doctor. Thank you, Chris. He said, no bonnets boarding a cruise. Leave that at home. There you go. She would have said, how you gonna be telling us? We gotta protect our hair. You don't know. Say I'm lying. Glossy Legs is gonna say the same thing. That's what she's gonna say. I'm telling you.
Is not, you can't get the woman you want being attracted to, but I'm telling you that you will see that pop up in your relationship in so many other ways, to the point that this man will make you sign a contract. That means that anything that can vary, he will make a big deal out of it, whether it's your hair.
That means that means it's the hair. You know, you can't tell a black woman about her hair. So everything basically has to be a problem, an argument, and chaos, y'all. Everything. You have no say. I'm talking to the Ebony Sassy Straights right now. You have no say in anything. It's the same old, do what I say when I say how I say, and be under my tutelage and feet. Just like Black Cindy Brady said, if you, Kevin Samuels, to read the sheet followers, don't get behind black women. That's where they want y'all to be. Behind them. You already know.
Whether it's your attitude, whether it's your mood, whether it's your weight, whether it's all the, you never want to.
Your attitude, your mood, your weight, you can't say nothing about nothing. She's covering it all. Plus, she's got the biggest attitude. When does Glossy Legs ever smile? When? Has anybody ever seen Glossy Legs smile, Bueller? I've never seen this heifer smile. She always looking like, child.
Be with a man who those small things will sway him like that, right? You want stability. You want somebody that's sturdy. You want a backbone. You want somebody. He about you the shit, but did he get in there with you? Did he take you with you?
He did.
Hold on, though, 'cause I knew you was a.
Oh yeah, he did. He did because he's probably in shape. So now what Glossy Legs gonna say? She gonna move the goalpost. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He the one, he bought the damn equipment, bitch, and he probably did have a trainer.
About to say that, right? I want to find out what was wrong with you that you said.
Yeah, gloss on over that part.
I'm in love with this man. You in love with a man who got this type of restriction on you, not for your love, not for your personality, not for who you are, not for how you cover him, not for the wife that you would be. He ain't said none of that. This small thing had him and you.
This small thing. It's not a small thing, girl. It's not a small thing.
A contractual agreement. I knew you was about to say that. He did do this for. I knew you were gonna go there. What?
Oh, she knew. Now Glossy Legs knows everything. Look, now she's scared the way she acting. She's scared. Get in there so that he can get the women back on his side and say that he agrees with all of them. That's why he was coming at Trill. Trill is the only one that was right about this. The only one. And now this one want to get up here with her glossy fat ass legs and run off at the damn mouth. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Holding this woman accountable to nothing. Nothing. I knew you was going to say that. God forbid a man said, come on, I'll pay for the gym. Child. A trainer ain't cheap. Okay, let me tell you. Trainer ain't cheap. So if he's paying for it, shout out to him. And he's doing it with you and you still couldn't do it, that means she wasn't eating properly. If she was going with him, she wasn't eating properly. So the excuse is because you can't control yourself and you have no discipline and you can't keep the fork away from your mouth. Now he has the problems. Let's not address the real problems. Let's just lie. Continue to lie to women.
What was you said you loved? I just loved him so much. You didn't get down to the bare bones of that love because his love has a limit, a weight limit on that scale.
Okay, hold on.
She ain't gonna pass the weight limit, I promise you. Meaning Glossy Legs. Look at her.
Yeah, because go ahead. Okay, because you go first. Because there's so many ways we can address this. I think it's important for everybody to understand: attraction is not love, and love is not attraction. All right, you can love.
Profound.
There are plenty of people who love, let's say, their best friend, and when you ask them why can't you be with them, I'm not attracted to them. It's a very separate thing. So to say that because he has his standards on what he would want to be attracted to marry and spend his life with does not make him a bad person. The beautiful thing, or the thing that I respect that he did, is he was straightforward. He didn't play no games. He put it on the table. We can sit here and say, well, he might sway on this, sway on that.
Well, that was straightforward. 6 months in, though, I was already in love with him. So it wasn't in the beginning.
Oh, it's not my fault. It was after 6 months and I was in love with him. Child, these people get on my nerves. All of them. The contestants or whatever, the people on the panel, all of them. Everybody out here lying to each other. They out here lying to each other. Nothing ever changes. It's always you sassy straights' fault, regardless, no matter what. No responsibility on the people who are responsible. These are supposed to be adults. These are supposed to be adults. Sheesh. Shout out to Mika in the building. I see you, boo. She said, you know, the dye don't work the same, messy. Girl, we already know. It's racism, because, you know, everything is freaking racist. We already played it. Now I can't even find it.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Any excuse. Chris, thank you for another 5. He said diabetes, hypertension, and pregnancy issues, but let's go to the gym and get in shape. You are a representative of your spouse when you're out. My 2 cents. No, I agree with you completely. So he probably did like her for her personality. Like I said, I feel like she's docile. She would be somebody that he could take to the Bank of America Christmas party, the Thanksgiving party, the New Year's party. Like he could take her there for her personality, and she ain't gonna be ratchet, smelling like weed, and none of that. But there's a weight requirement. That's it. That's all. This is like carrying on because, you know how Respucia said, you want to see a biatch go down the slide? She was over the weight requirement, and so she got pissed off. This is the same difference. She don't want to hear that. Well, let me say they don't want to hear that. She failed, so now she doesn't want to hear it. She's a failure.
And then he said that
But I mean, 6 months in, I think it still didn't. It wasn't like he was marrying you and then told you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I think we're focusing on what you guys did leading up to that point. But what I'm interested in is you said he came back.
Yes.
Now that he's come back, is he saying, well, he still wants you to lose this weight, or is he saying I've changed my mind about that?
No, we haven't talked about anything. We've just been hanging out.
Oh, look who's hanging out after all them biatches saying they shit. Who was right again? Who was right again? Thank you, Beats for Days, for the happy poop. Y'all so crazy. Lord have mercy. What is going on? But they'll still blame him. He's manipulating you. You're being manipulated. Nah, she still want to get married and she love him, so it's not her fault. Oh, we just been hanging out. That means fucking. Okay? We just been hanging out. What if she gets pregnant? Yeah, she's 47. What if she get pregnant?
But can we say this?
We can get
One
back.
second though, Ace. This is serious, y'all. What I will say, and this is the thing that we skipping over. We all know that a man is usually going to get what he wants up front. You have to be very skeptical of a man that's coming into you and saying, well, I don't want, you're not quite what I want, but I'm going to wait 6 months. I'm going to wait.
So yet again, she's not going to call the woman out to say, girl, why are you even entertaining him? You must like it. You must want to do it. Nope, none of that.
To a year. This man will drag you for the rest of your life. And trust me when I say a man is
trust a stranger with no degree in what she says.
Gonna get what they want up front. A man is gonna get what they want up front. They're not gonna wait for you to, but that's what women do. They say women marry men hoping that they'll change. Men marry women hoping that they'll stay the same. He will drag you. Those are nuances. Those are personality flaws. He will drag you for so long, right? And you never were gonna meet the mark, and he's gonna keep moving the goalposts. So that's the core of somebody that has a behavior where they will start with something and they will wait for it to evolve. He knows what he can get.
Did he go to therapy? Because you said that was the other agreement.
Part of the condition. Never did.
Okay, see, and to me, that.
So she don't even stand on what it is that she wants. Still his fault. It doesn't matter. It's always Jermaine's fault. Always, always, always. Did he go to therapy? Because that was in the contract. No, he never went, but you entertaining him. You letting him bang your back out. You letting him come back. Ignore all that, child. This is all his fault.
That's the bigger problem. Again, I think everyone laying out their standards and what they want, there's nothing wrong with that. We can say that contracts is extreme and all that kind of stuff, but either way, you talked about it, you guys laid it out. But if he didn't hold up his end of the bargain, that's the concern. So even if he came back to you and you did lose the weight, he still didn't get the therapy. And so he's still unhealthy. There's still going to be problems. So that's still the issue. But I also have to ask you this, because you said he's a man of God. I'm going to assume you are a woman of God yourself.
Yeah, we both serve in ministry together.
Okay.
Yo, everybody serving in ministry. Why they not going to the pastor or the assistant pastor to get some counseling?
Did at any point you stop, go in prayer, and ask God, is this the man for you?
I did.
You said what?
I did.
And?
I had a dream that he was driving me into a cemetery.
Okay, so listen, you want to jump in? Let me just say this real quick. All right. No, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Because, and I know Kitty's got some stuff to say. We're going to pass stuff in a second. But here's the thing. I always tell people, be careful of asking God for signs, because the devil can throw up billboards too.
Mm-hmm.
And when people lean on dreams, I understand God can speak to us in dreams, but dreams can come from three places: God, the devil, and our subconscious. And if we just take a dream and interpret it ourselves, we can misinterpret. So that's what it seems like it happened with you.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would encourage you and anyone who's a believer is, when you ask God for an answer, you need to receive that answer in your spirit, right there in prayer. All this trying to interpret and talk to other people, it will lead to a lot of confusion. But that dream sounded like a huge warning that you were not supposed to be with this man. Go ahead.
Who thinks you're going home to dump him after all this? I don't.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's heavy right now. Okay. All right, baby. You know, I hope you have given your time to really worship and thank God for preserving you, because...
All right, I'm not listening to this. That was enough. Anyway, she's going to go back with that man. They all jumping on top of that man, except for the dude at the end. At least he's being a little bit fair. She still want that man. She desperate. She's settling. Whatever you want to call it, she love that man. And she gonna leave his place and go talk this shit to them. And then he's gonna say, F that, and move on. And then she gonna come back and say, no, I changed my mind, because they'll see each other at church, which is how they probably got back together. We just been hanging out. We know what that means, allegedly, but allegedly. Shout out to HMG. I appreciate you. Boo, he said women are smarter, have better discernment, make better decisions, are better people than men. But let them tell it. Women are constantly getting duped by these supposed morons, men. Which is it? They're morons. They're the ones that are selling. I told y'all they be lying. They be lying most of the time. Lying to themselves, actually. And then you get these people to lie to them as well. It's crazy. It's crazy work. But they like it. We love it. Good content. Uncle Rick, I appreciate you. Said you can only get dragged if you hold on to the rope. Exactly. That's what they want. They're just gonna be making excuses for these people all the damn time. Let me move on to this one that y'all a couple of y'all have sent this to me, so I want to make sure that I catch this one. So it says mothers like this are oh yeah, get your minds right now. I'm gonna tell you if you haven't seen it. This is from the Moke Show, whoever that is, on Instagram. It says this should be child abuse on mothers. All right, so here we go. Get your minds right.
What you call a trash bitch. And I don't give a fuck what y'all hoes say. If a woman do this type of shit, me and y'all leave these fucking kids alone.
I just found out that my son has a PS5 at his dad's house. I told him that he needs to go ahead and bring the console over here to share with his 6 siblings. If not, he's not allowed to go see his dad anymore. My son goes to his dad's house every weekend, and every time he comes back, he's always talking about, oh, this is what I played on the PS5, and this is what I did, and blah, blah, blah. And his siblings here do not have that. And to me, I don't think it's fair. So I told him that if he wants to continue seeing his father, he needs to grab that PS5, bring it over here so his brothers and sisters could play with it. It's not fair that we here cannot afford it, but your dad can. That's not.
Hold on. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Let me rephrase. Who are you talking about? What lady? What lady are you talking about? What lady are you talking about? I asked a question. Who are you talking about? Oh, now you become mute? Now you don't know what the fuck I'm saying? No, you talking about where I'm at. Where the fuck you at? Answer me, bitch. Who are you talking to? And who are you talking to specifically? Let's get specific before I say a word. Cause you coming in here talking all tough. Now you want to bitch out? Don't bitch out now. You wanted my attention. You fucking got it. Let's go. You ain't got nothing to say? You bitching out? You in your home bitching out? Is that what's going on? Come on, ignorant. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bitch ass. Always somebody that got something to say and ain't got shit to say. That's what the fuck I thought. Anyway, back to this heifer.
Not fair. And if I told him if he doesn't want to bring it over here, then he needs to go ahead and trash that PS5 because it's not fair that he has a gaming console and his other brothers and sisters don't. I told my son, next time you leave your dad's house, you make sure you pack that PS5 in your bag. And if you don't, we are going to have problems. There's going to be consequences for you not bringing it home. I just found out that my son...
So this is definitely not no motherfucking clickbait. Because my baby mama did the same thing with my son, except it wasn't with a PS5. My son's younger brother, because his daddy was in prison, she told my son that I died in prison. So she told both her sons that their daddies died in prison to make it to where one wouldn't ask what a father was and the other one didn't have a father. You know what I'm saying? One had a father around and the other one didn't. So she basically made it to where both of us were losers when I'm definitely not a loser. I own a whole construction safety company. I got all kind of shit I do. Got apartment company, all kind of shit. I'm a millionaire. So mothers do this to try to make everything equal. They if one kid has a bad father, she will keep the one with the good father away from his dad, so none of her kids can ask about where's my father, because that other one got a daddy and this one don't. Mothers do that all the time. So that's why most men are not deadbeat fathers. It's because the baby mama got another deadbeat daddy and she trying to equalize her kids. So me and my son don't even get along because of that. So even though he know what I do for a living, he know I'm great, he know I got homes and all kind of cars and all of that stuff, it don't matter to him. It's what his mama put in his head. So that's why I say you got to leave these kids the fuck alone when you got a mama like this. You got to leave them alone. I moved on, and hey, me and my daughter get along. I moved on. Hey, when he get older, if he grows some nuts and stop listening to his mama, then he can come fuck with me. Until then, he don't need to talk to me. As long as he thinking like his mama, he don't need to talk to me. Stay the fuck out of my life, because I don't need no enemy behind my back trying to ruin my life. This is what you call.
Now, I do agree that this is probably a skit because I've seen this lady before. But like people say, it may be a skit for her, but clearly he has a story, which is crazy. Plus, remember when we saw that video where the one baby dad would come and bring breakfast to the one son, and then the mother said, you got to bring breakfast to everybody. And that's one of those things that I just don't understand with multiple baby parents, especially when they're young, where, like I said, you go over here to your dad, you go over there to your dad, and you go over here to your dad. And then they all going on different weekends or the same weekend, and the weekend changes. And then you come back with something and you don't have anything. And then that one has something. Like, this stuff affects these kids. That type of stuff affects these kids. You got one last name, you got one last name, you got a different last names. That's crazy. We're all brothers or sisters, and we all got different last names, and not because of marriage, just because our mother is a hoe. She can't figure it out. All she do is have kids for a bunch of people who clearly ain't doing nothing for none of us, because they ain't, or clearly they can't stay together for whatever reason. So now everybody else got to suffer. The kids got to suffer. I never understood. So then you got this kid with whoever she might have, and then whatever they have over there, those rules. Then you have this kid with her and whatever rules they have over there with the daddy and the other girlfriend or wife. Then you got this kid with that's 3 or 4 different sets of rules that they all got. Oh my God. But everybody can be a single mother and nobody can say anything. And it's the best thing since sliced bread. These kids are confused AF. These kids are confused AF. And these situations are not good. No nuclear family is not good. Who do they go to? Who do they depend on? Plus, you don't know what's happening in that house. Then you don't know what's happening in that house. You don't know what's happening in that house. The rules are they carrying on here, carrying on there. I could never. I don't know how people do it. I could never. That's too much. That would be too much for me. I've been through it all, and what I know, no matter what, as long as it's consistent, your kids will rock out with you. I don't know. I don't think that that's the norm. I don't care what nobody say. It's not the norm. It can't possibly be the norm to think that it's normal for people in the same family with the same mother to have different last names and everybody going to a different person's house every weekend. That's not normal, or every other weekend or whatever. Especially when one has the capability to do something and the next one don't have a capability to do something, and the next one kind of does something. Or maybe that daddy is dead, so they don't even have anybody, so you stay here the whole time. There's all this crazy ass family dynamic. This stuff has effect on people. This stuff has an effect on these kids. It has an effect on people. And then the crash outs. And then if this one sucks and it looks just like the dad, you probably treat that one like it's a thing. It's a thing.
Thanks for the tip.
Nobody cares about these kids. All they care about is themselves. People are selfish. Definitely selfish. Noodles, I appreciate you, hun. Thank you so much. Shout out to you for being here. He said off topic, but today I told an elder woman I was a Black Republican, and she went all the way in. She was talking about anchor babies and some more ish. Moving forward, I will just mind my own business. What the hell do anchor babies have to do with anything? What's she talking about? people are crazy. People just are so engulfed in stuff that doesn't even matter a thing to their doggone lives just because it's a part of this whatever's going on right now. I'm gonna get in on it. I got something to say. What is it? Ringo calls it MPW or MPC. I forget what it means, but non-participant character or something like that. We said it the other day when we was watching. Everybody wants to be a participant in something. Everybody's looking to be. These are adults that are acting like they're children. I gotta be a part of something. Everybody living in their own individual reality show. We're in the Truman Show, y'all. We are living in the Truman Show. Thank you, Boo. He said, Mom, kids, what do you ask the strange man? Kids, are you my daddy? Hit the like button. I believe it. I believe it. It's crazy. They out here just wilding. I'm gonna just leave it at that. HMG, thank you for another 5. He said, what your deadbeat baby daddy's got to do with my son? Frack her and frack her other bastards too. Touch my boy's PS5 and see what the F happens. Yeah, I could hear people saying that. And I think maybe when we came in on the story with the McDonald's, I think that probably was a skit as well. But we're not gonna act like this stuff doesn't happen for sure. You got to do something. Remember when people used to go on their dates and say they wanted to get Happy Meals, kids meals or whatever from the restaurant in order to take home to their daggone kids, but they wanted the dude to pay for it. You remember that? Ooh, child, I cannot. Grape Tea. Thank you, Boo. He said, I just watched Steph Truman's show last night. It's free on YouTube. Oh, my goodness. That movie got on my nerves. But I'm telling you, I feel like that's what's going on. Somebody is directing all of us, and we don't even know it. But I could be wrong. NPC? Okay. Non-participant character, right? Something like that. Shout out to HMG. He said, Auntie, you skipped one super chat? Hold on. Let me go back. Thank you, Boo. I sure did. Sorry about that. Goodbye, sir. HMG said, this biatch here, all I care about all my relatives. Let me dry this hair. All I care about is a ninja.
I don't care. All I care about is my relatives. Let me drive this home. All I care about is a nigga disrespecting my relative, nigga. That's all I care about, boy. That's all I care about.
We got another one. I got to grab it from Cell because I don't watch that nigga. But Cell had one where he was started to cry over this Carmelo stuff. Because, well, I don't know if you know, he over there grifting off of Carmelo now because Anton has run his course. Shout out to Anton, said. Anton has run his course. The Anton hate community has run their course. So now they're grifting off of the race stuff. So he over there crying on his show because he's getting like thousands of people in there, like because he's low testosterone. I said that. I said once the Anton stuff dries up, what are they gonna do? They got to move on to another grift. They found it in Carmelo, and that's what they all doing. They took the time to name themselves the Anton Hate Committee, and now they done moved on. They're going to have to rename themselves again. Woo! Shout out to Reaper. He said, Horizon, she blind. Goodbye. You know what? I still ain't going to get them glasses. I'm going to get them tomorrow. I got to go get them tomorrow. They probably going to be like, girl, if you don't get your ass in here, we're going to start charging you rent. Anyway, let me go on to another heifer. Oh, I did have this up here for Lavar Ball. All right, I don't have to worry about that. I just saw this on the New York Post on Instagram. Grandma likely poisoned and STABB'd grandkids and daughter in horrific upstate New York red rum self-deletion, according to the police. So, but white people do it too. The grandma found deceased alongside her daughter and 4 grandchildren in her upstate New York home appears to have poisoned them all, police said in a shocking update Thursday. As the slain kids' father spoke of his heartbreak at never seeing them again, a handwritten note found at Amy Stedman's home strongly suggests that she was involved in the deaths of her daughter, Sarah Myers, and Myers' 4 children. Mechanicville Chief of Police Bill Rabbit told a press conference Stedman had allegedly grown resentful after her grandchildren's father. Stedman had allegedly grown resentful after her grandchildren's father, Brady Harmon, was recently granted 2-month custody of the kids. Child. So the grandma's daughter's ex-husband or whatever was given 2 months because child, clearly they knew that y'all was crazy. Now they get the hell on up out of here. Wow. That's four kids. This Meemaw up here. Meemaw, really? Lord, this the daughter down here. 4 kids. Wow. You can't. Everybody is crazy, y'all. Everybody is crazy. I can't. There's too much. HMG. Where am I? HMG, thank you, boo. He said 4 auntie new glasses found Reaper. We tricking today. They're ready for me. I just gotta go get them. That's all. That's on me. Shout out to Tadisha, member for 18 months. She my code girl, y'all. She know where all the codes are. She tells me. She let me know. She said there will be no auntie site slander. I think there will be, but thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Reaper. Thank you so much. I hear the memberships going off. If you did get a membership, please make sure you thank Death the Reaper. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to you and all the channel members. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for your support as always. I did talk to Trinidad today. He's still a jackass, and he says, "Hold it down, MSGs, of course." Because what would he say? I said, "You don't run nothing." He was just like, "They all in line, even when I'm not there." I can't stand him. I'm like, I can't stand you. Get on my nerves. So anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Again, if you did get a membership, please make sure you thank Death the Reaper for said membership. Queen says she's going to get her eyes checked tomorrow. Yes, do that. Yes, do that. Yes, he is still on a CIA mission for sure. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. But white people do it too, y'all. All right, white people do it too. Let's look at this one. If you didn't hear about this, child. All right. Shout out to Video Vixens, child. Man shares experience growing up with a video vixen mother. Oh no. Hollywood Unlocked is going to tell the tale. A man hopped online and shared his experience growing up with a mother who was a video vixen. He identifies her as Milk Marie. Anybody heard of Milk Marie? This looks like it's back in the day, if that's her. Well, it got to be her, right? Probably his father. This dude looks like Edward Anderson. Shout out to Edward Anderson. No shade if you're listening. But he favors Edward Anderson to me. That's not a bad thing. Shout out to Ed. I haven't seen him in a while. HMG, thank you for the 10 memberships. Y'all, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. If you got a membership, thank HMG or Reaper. It's one or the other, y'all. That's 30 memberships, y'all. That's 30 memberships. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I've been releasing videos in advance to the members, and then it gets released to everyone else. So I'm doing more of that on the original video. So stay tuned for more of those because I'm going to make sure that I do that and do some members only stuff coming up as well. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you. And yes, the price did go up. It absolutely did. But those that are in, you grandfathered in at the $4.99. The new people go up to the new price. So if you're already a member and you're at the $4.99, you just stay there. It stays there. Okay. Just FYI. They update. That's the first time I got that update. But anyway, thank you all so much. I'll update the banner in a moment. But let's go ahead and take a listen to this. I wonder, it can't be Melissa Ford. Y'all gotta let me know who Milk Marie is. Y'all let me know who you think Milk Marie is. That's her, I believe.
Because she would force him to stay with his mom or stay wherever he was staying because she didn't want him staying in the house so she could fuck other niggas. Really, she was cheating on him with my dad while my dad was cheating.
Child, viewer discretion is advised. Child, viewer discretion is advised.
Cheating on my stepmom. And then he would drive all the way 12 hours to come fuck my mom, and then be bullshitting and stuff like that, where they was emailing back and forth and shit, talking about they was finna get married, and my stepmom caught that goofy ass. And then they ended up having to fall out and stuff like that because of my stepmom, because he had to get his shit together. Whole time she's still doing this shit back and forth with these rappers and stuff like that behind my stepdad back while he paying her bills. And she leaving, doing red carpet events and shit like that. I don't know what the fuck she was explaining to him, but we was at the house by ourselves, where he couldn't come watch us and shit like that because she didn't want him to know what she had going on. So we would literally be at the house by ourselves, me, my brother, and my sister, just sitting in her bed crying, waiting for her to get home. And this bitch on planes going across the paying the bills, but he wasn't staying with my mom because she would force the country, doing red carpet events, meeting up with Gucci Mane and fucking T.I. and all these people, where I remember at one point in her life, she was just a fucking threesome for T.I. and Tiny, where she was going out her way to get fucked on by these niggas. And then she had
viewer discretion is really advised, y'all. Woo! Yeah, I need this. Lord help. Who is Milk Marie? Who is she?
Bow Wow friend Cleo, the nigga from Hole Zero. He had took me to Chick-fil-A and gave me a Chick-fil-A sandwich and shit like that. Told me that I need to be a better kid for my mom because she trying so hard. No, the fuck she not. This bitch is giving out coochie. That's all she was doing. That bitch wasn't doing shit for her kids. That bitch was going out her way to have fun and give out coochie to niggas so she could have money and have all this shit because she was pretty. And then I remember it was a time where she brought us around Gorilla Zone and shit like that and was trying to introduce us to this nigga, and we didn't know who he was. So she had to apologize to the nigga because she felt bad that we didn't know who the fuck he was. I'm like, bitch, nobody give a fuck. We need our mom. We want you to take care of us. Fuck is wrong with you? The country doing red carpet events,
My mom used to leave to DR for 3 to 6 months at a time. She'd leave us with her friend who didn't cook, so there's that. One time she came back and asked her why she was always leaving us. She said because she didn't want to be a mom. She wanted to have fun. I was 7. She has 4 kids, mind you. I definitely felt you. Minus the celebrity part, my mom to fit my mom to a T. He says my mom told us the same shit. She said she should have never had us. Wow. There she, yeah, that's her. Wow. Damn, this is definitely old school picture. One pose at 8x10 and 3x5s and 100 wallet size. Y'all remember that? Shout out to this shit. Moray and Daydreaming. The Vixen Memoirs. Moray and Daydreaming, Cameron featuring Tiffany. She also dated Milky Moore. The NBA player. Do y'all know who that is? Is your mom Superhead? Your mom Erica Mena, Drea, or Superhead? Do you hate her? Overly. I don't know what that means. She had Ludacris and T.I., and then he goes, and Bow Wow. Damn! This is Milk Marie from Rich Gang. His mom is Moray Hill from Cameron music video. Who knows what they talking about? This is Milk Marie from Rich Gang. His mom is Moray Hill from Cameron music video. Oh, so the mom's real name is Moray Hill, but she was known as Milk Marie. Oh, I wonder why she was known as Milk Marie. We are actually all in her comments right now. You're invested. It's weird and false. Oh, Drea trying to come to the rescue. Damn, you are the son of a bird. This is my mama, Big Bird. Oh, no. Wow. Wait till they get, like, seriously. These are video vixen kids. Like, people really act like kids don't know, and they don't hear, and they don't pay attention, and they don't be ear hustling. Kids be ear hustling. And you think that they don't understand? They understand, and they be knowing. Clearly. But even before all this, they be knowing. So that's why people back in the day said you can't be a part of adults' conversation. And mind you, they didn't tone it down so you still could hear. You just had to be in another room. You know what I mean? But imagine all the kids who are kids of these whores now. Wait till they tell their stories. Prayers that I'm alive to hear them from all the OF whores, because they're going to have lots of things to tell. They're gonna be the next batch of successful people on social media, because they're gonna have some stories talking about their whore moms. Wait till that Bonnie Blue person, isn't that the one that's pregnant? That kid grows up. Wow. Yes, that was Video Vixen. That was one of the Video Vixen's kid, Moray Hill, whoever the hell she is, in Cameron's video. Crazy. Interesting. Not really, but you really. HMG, thank you, Boo. He said, hey, Dallas Nicole Tadisha, Queen of Vibes. Remember, Messi Michonne's chat hates black. Go women. Child, they just here just to troll. They just here to troll. They might not even really be black. They could just be lying, honestly. You never know. Y'all know I'm just playing. Shout out to Paul Revere in the building. I appreciate you, Boo. He said, oh, no, hell nah. I'm tired of walking in on foolishness. Stream reported. Because it's all foolishness. This is ladies' night. This is what you should expect. Foolishness. That's what we got. So now people got to figure out who she is to get, well, we see the picture, but anyway, let's go over here to this heifer, because this is the heifer that Angry Man was talking about the other day. Oh, no, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was somebody else. I forget who. Anyway, so there's this heifer who has something to say. Oh, this is the one that's mad about Daphne Joy. Because, you know, black women always be mad when there's another woman that's not black that's the center of attention. So they got to be mad. So, you know, Daphne Joy was Diddy's girlfriend and 50 Cent's girlfriend, had a baby with 50 Cent, have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire, right? Clearly that was true. And so her tape got released of, you know, Diddy and the escort and her. And so she don't give a damn. From what I understand, she don't give a damn. So she went on to Cam Newton to talk about it. And the sisters are mad. I don't know why. But, you know, there's never really ever a real reason for them to be mad. They just be mad. So it says Daphne Joy and Cam Newton. Black men don't hate whores as long as it's their preference. Oh, your fault again, sassy straights.
Yeah, the real reason Daphne Joy, or whatever her name was able to get on that podcast with Cam and talk about her perfect date and all what the fuck else she want in a man and blah, blah, blah. And everybody talk about how desirable as a woman she is, even though she was messing with Diddy, even though she was on camera getting fucked by another man while he watched, is because long as you're the preference, niggas do not care if you're a hoe. Like, they act like they hate hoes so much, but they really love hoes, especially when it's their preference. But don't get shit twisted. The way they pedestalize these bitches, the higher they go up, the harder they fall. These are the same bitches that they exploit and turn into baby mamas. But you know why Daphne Joy will forever continue to pander to black men the way that she has been and always will be? Because the black men are the only ones that will ever want her. After some shit like that, after some shit like dealing with Diddy and doing all this extra shit, she could never go back to the Asian community. And black men have low racial self-esteem. So they say shit like, oh, she's classy. Oh, she's this, she's that. This is a professional hoe. No, she a regular hoe. Like, anybody with eyes could see that shit is a sham. That fake classy shit that she doing is a sham. That's a trashy bitch. And then for her to be able to get on the podcast and talk about what her perfect date is, and it's literally Netflix and chill. You know black men love Netflix and chill. You know, she know just what to say to get their ass. You know what? The same way that black men fetishize these women is the same way that these women fetishize black men. That's why it works out perfectly. But don't let men fool you. They don't have a problem with hoes. You just can't be a black woman. You just can't be a pretty black woman. You just can't be a successful black woman. It's black women that haven't done anything close to what the fuck she's done. And they get a worse rep. Like, Megan Thee Stallion hasn't done shit for real, but just date and be a young woman that knows that she's a bad bitch. And then people have just been crucifying her just for that, just for fucking dating. Do you think Meg could get on a podcast with Cam and talk about Netflix and chill and getting oiled up and putting the AC on and that's her perfect date without niggas crucifying her even some more? But they talking about how feminine Daphne is. What the fuck is feminine about a tacky whore? Like, I can't call her cheap because at least she had her price on point, but that's a tacky bitch. But you know what? She got to go where she'll be loved at, and she will always be loved with the black men. So I guess she got to continue pandering to them. It's working. I'm going to tell y'all the real reason Daphne Joy, or whatever her name was
Oh my God. Anyway. I don't know what's going on. Jean Lay said the same thing. I don't know. You shouldn't be for sure. I gotta try to figure. I don't know what's going on. There's been so many trolls going on. I don't know if somebody did something in error, but I'll have to take a look and see if I can find you and then unblock you. So
Thanks for the tip.
is nothing that I think that anybody did on purpose, but there's been a lot of trolls when we talk about the Carmelo stuff, which is one of the reasons why I gave it a break tonight, to be perfectly honest with you, because I didn't feel like dealing with all that. So I thought we'd have a happy show tonight. We'll get back to it though. We'll get back to it. Let me make a note though. Where's my notepad at? Sorry, y'all. 1 second. All right, I'll take a look after the stream. But to this heifer right here, and I turned this off because it looked like it was dragging. So, first of all, yet again, always worry about somebody else. And shout out to RBN in the chat to remind me, pissed about everything, always pissed, always pissed, always pissed, never happy, never satisfied, never shutting the hell up. It's always because a black woman, because a black woman, because a black woman, because a black woman, because a black woman. Always, always, always. It can't be something like this. Your attitude here, you minding the business that don't pay you. You never shut the hell up. You always got something to say. It's always somebody does something to black women. This has Daphne Joy, and what she's doing has nothing to do with black women. Not one thing. Not one thing. Let Daphne Joy go fuck who she want to. Why would you care? Because you worried about some black man, even though y'all can't stand them. You treat them like shit. You don't care about them. You won't help them. You divorce them when they lose their foot after they went. Well, she white, but you won't sit here and help them. You won't support them. You won't care for them. You won't give them encouraging words. All you do is snap, crackle, and pop. And people is tired of it. And I don't date you, and I'm tired of it, okay? So it's the same shit, different day. There's not a smile on this heifer's face. There's not anything positive. There's nothing about her that says, hey, let me take you home to my mom. You're just miserable. You're just miserable people, and people are over it and tired of it. Always thinking you're going to tell somebody. How the hell you going to tell Daphne Joy what to do with her OPP when it's her OPP? Somebody try to tell you what to do with yours, you're going to be like, you're not going to tell me. But for some reason, y'all always think you're going to tell somebody. Nobody's listening to y'all anymore. I don't understand why you don't understand what's going on. People are tired of your shit. Am I black? Yes. But child, I am not like this. I'm not like this. I don't be sitting up here acting like this. And I can also take correction if given. You all can't do none of that. You all refuse to do anything as such. And you think that someone cares about your put upon itness. You're the smartest and the most educated. Figure the fuck out. The reason why Daphne Joy can get any man is like CGA explained it. Maybe he was the one that was showing it. Just like CGA explained it. Because she has a pleasant disposition. Look the word up. Shout out to Jason Black. Not y'all. You know what I'm saying. The hating hoes. Maybe because she's nice. Maybe because she's kind. Maybe because she's flirty. Maybe because she won't leave someone as soon as they get their foot amputated. Maybe because she's in shape. Maybe because she's just... What does Trinidad call it? Asian F machine, BFM or something like AFM, something like that. And you biatches probably just lay on your back and that's it. Even though you said you're the number one cheaters, the things that you want to be infamous for are things that don't make sense. How the hell do you think people are going to be listening to you when you're losing in so many categories? No one's listening to you anymore. Y'all can be out here running off at the mouth about whatever you want. The reason why I know that you're losing the conversation at this point is because you keep screaming and every single thing is somebody else's fault. I want you to start telling us about what you actually do that's positive for anyone. What is it that you do that's positive? Not because you think it is, but it actually is. Somebody else can say it's positive. That's not a black woman. You can't, because all you do is complain. But then you're worrying about what these men are doing, just like that heifer we just watched on tonight's conversation. And she's the one that's so desperate, as are the rest of y'all. That's why you spend your time always talking about these people. But when it's freaking Serena and Venus and Eve, you don't seem to give a damn. But because Daphne Joy is Asian, now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now because she on tape doing what she doing, because y'all want people to like you as whores. Who's marrying Daphne? Is her name Daphne Joy? Who's marrying her? Bueller? Who? if she's effing them the way that they want it to be done, of course they're going to take care of her. They're never going to marry her. She ain't going to be on any insurance policies. She's not going to be on any retirement accounts. Like, what are we talking about? Y'all can't even play the game in order to get what it is that you want. Y'all just want to think that you can command and demand, and it's not working, and whine and complain. Who would take you? You can't shut the fuck up. No one's going to take you. You cannot shut the fuck up. That's the bottom line. And imagine being so successful and we're the blueprint and we know it all and we got everybody and everybody loves us and we make everything and we everything. And you're worrying about who you call Asian whore. You're so wonderful. You're so perfect. You got so much. You're worried about an Asian whore. Especially now that y'all supposed to be boycotting Asians. You still mad. Like RBN says, what aren't you pissed at? You pissed about everything. You are the most miserable bunch of bitches ever to bitch. Ever. It's exhausting. And the fact that I gotta be the same fucking complexion sucks. It actually sucks. I would not want to be anything other than black. I just don't like y'all. There, I said it. I mean, it's already known. For no other reason than you're annoying as fuck. You're chaotic. You're a pain in the ass. You get on everybody's nerves. And then you never admit on what you do wrong, what you need to change, what you can do better. You acknowledge none of that. Who wants to live with someone or be with someone or want to be around with someone who's never at fault for anything? And God knows you don't apologize for shit. You're delusional AF. Delusional. Michael, thank you for the laughing disco ball. Silly. You're delusional AF, and you don't want to do anything differently. Your commanding and demanding is not working. And as more men figure it out and find out, and the message gets spread more and more and more, it's only going to get more and more and more difficult for y'all. But keep doing what you're doing. And like the definition of insanity says, you do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. I mean, you should know this since you're the smartest. But you refuse to acknowledge it and do anything differently. So the results that you get are your own. We do not care, but keep making these dumbass videos, child. Excuse me, content for days. Because that drop from RBN is a classic. First of all, y'all need to be following Through the Fire podcast if you're not. Second of all, his drops, that drop is amazing and it's absolutely true. Third, he does great work when he has time to do great work. So y'all make sure you, if somebody could drop RBN's link and y'all subscribe and be there for the next time that he does do it. Because it's honestly worth the wait. Honestly, it is worth the wait. Shout out to him and shout out for that drop because y'all going to be tired of it because I'm going to keep playing it because it's so true. It's absolutely true. There's no lies told. Shout out to HMG for another 5. He says, I asked a friend if she worried about her son's future. She said he will be all right. Mama is providing. I checked her OF, $2.99 a month. $2.99. Woo, child. That's it. $2.99. Wow. I hope she got 1 million subscribers because that's cheap. Hell, my membership is more than that. And I ain't showing shit. Woo! Lord help your people. Like I said, I just don't know nothing about money, child. Nothing. I cannot. Wait till her son grows up and tells his stories. Oh, we walked in and my mom had the Ring camera on. And there was a man that was blah, 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 insert whatever. Thank you, big boy. Thank you, my chocolate drop. I'm sorry, boo. I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, gotta be it was tough around here with all the racist trolls. There was a lot of racist trolls around here. Shout out to the mods, though. They do the damn thing. Appreciate y'all for all that you do. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you, HMG. He says, I'm sorry, Auntie, I'm off code. I won't stop tricking on Asian horse. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got to run. Dallas going to give me 40 lashes for this. Shout out to Dallas in the chat. Listen, y'all are wilding in the chat. For all the ear hustlers, if you don't get in the chat, you are missing half of the damn show. I know they over here wilding, but I got to pay attention to what's going on over here because these heifers is crazy. Thank you, Reaper. He said Horizon is cheaper on Google search. Oops. What's that? What's Horizon? The Horizon is the contender to OF. I know you're not talking about the heating company, because there's a heating company that's called Horizon. Anyway, all right. Oh, it's 2.5 hours. Child, it's almost 9 o'clock. Let me go ahead. Let me find one more to do, and then I'm done until tomorrow. I'm gonna come on early because I work from home and I'm not going to the gym until later in the evening. So I'm gonna probably do like 3 o'clock tomorrow. A show. I don't even know which one to do. Should we do a tonight's conversation? Yeah, let's do a tonight's conversation. Oh, I got a Kendra G. Oh, can you believe it? All right, let's see this heifer. Yeah, you missed out on the racism, child. You know, there's always racism here. No, that was the other day, though. It was the other day, not today. This is from the guy Mike, the Neanderthal, on the panel. It says, men are no longer providers. Her take had the audience talking. All right, Sassy Straight. You know they talking about y'all. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
There was a man that I came across that talked about relationships, and he said, quote, I personally feel like when it comes to men who are providers, that pool has shrunken. That means that for me, when it comes to these fathers who are providers, it's hard for them to, not hard for them, but those fathers there's not enough fathers to teach the younger boys, sons, to be providers, because this pool apparently has shrunken, which is why it is hard for women to find the right partner who are good providers. What are your thoughts on this?
So hold on. Okay, so I'm.
Child, what? Who are you talking to?
There was a man that I came across that talked about relationships, and he said, quote, I personally feel like when it comes to men who are providers, that pool has shrunken. That means that for me, when it comes to these fathers who are providers, it's hard for them to, not hard for them, but those fathers there's not enough fathers to teach the younger boys, sons, to be providers, because this pool apparently has shrunken, which is why it is hard for women to find the right partner who are good providers. What are your thoughts on this?
Now it's hard for women to find men that are good providers, but you can find men to get you pregnant. Make it make sense. So you think that it's hard to find men who are good providers, but y'all seem to find men that get you pregnant. So you're just effing men for effing's sake and just getting pregnant because there's no shortage of pregnancies. I don't care what they say about the damn population. You bitches stay pregnant. Shout out to Brandon Jamal. Okay, girl. She's just out here trying to start some damn trouble.
So hold on. Okay, so I'm clear. What we're talking about is the number of men who can be sole providers has shrunken in 2025.
Do you want me to say it again?
No, I got it. So you're basically saying that compared to
It's
what
strange.
it used to be,
Yeah.
that the pool of men that can be a sole provider in a family has shrunken. Therefore, the children are not taught the lessons to be sole providers.
Yes.
So then it continues to shrink. Or
wait a minute. So I thought the economy was bad and everything was high. The milk is high, the egg is high, everything is high. Remember the video? If you didn't see it, make sure you go look at it. So the video was about all these women that say, well, let me pay bills, all these bills, I got bills, can you pay my bills? Right? All that. But I thought y'all knew everything. I thought y'all had all the money. She BIPOC, she counts too. I thought y'all was helping all the men with everything because they're poor, they're crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. Now all of a sudden, now you're looking for men to take care of you completely? And you're saying the fathers, if they're here, then they have fathers. Go find them. What is she talking about? Just up here trying to start trouble. This is what happens when you let women just keep talking.
eggs is like $16 right now.
I buy eggs and they are nowhere near $16. I don't know. Maybe it's where y'all are living. Okay. Eggs ain't never costed no damn $16.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or the level in which it means to be upper middle class don't even mean anything anymore. I think the pool of people on this earth in this country. Did I get the question right?
You did. I mean,
I understood it.
So if you still don't understand, it's pretty much me saying a man said that he feels that the reason why women are having difficulty finding the right providers is because the father figures that should be teaching their sons to be the right providers. This particular pool has shrunken. All right.
They should have had the father that they got the kid by do it. So why would you complain about something when you went ahead and F some ninja and had a baby and now you looking for people to father your kid? This question is stupid. This question is stupid. She's just basically saying, like the people in the video, that they want somebody to come in and take over and pay all bills so that they don't have to do anything, because these are lazy ass MFers. And it's not just these that I'm talking about right now. It's basically these biatches who complain about the economy, but all of a sudden, isn't it interesting? Let me take a step back. That all these strong, independent, I don't need a man bitches now all of a sudden need somebody to take care of their bills and want them to provide 100%, but they don't want to give what they used to give back in the day when men were taking care of people 100%. Shout out to Otis, RBN's father. RBN's father, who was taking care of his family with a couple of kids, if not 3, if I'm not mistaken, or so. But you all, the problem is y'all, yet again, I say it, fuck y'all. You bitches are the problem. You think you can tell other people what to do. You want the things back in the day that you want from back in the day. You want to pick and choose. But then you want to turn around and say, we don't need y'all. We can go get our own money. We can go get our own credit. You went, you got it. You see, it's not as easy as you thought. Then you want to turn around and say, no, I need somebody to pay 100% of the bills. You need to pay the bills. I don't do 50-50 of the bills. You do 100% of your own bills, or at least you should be. Clearly, y'all ain't paying your bills, or you talking jackass shit, right? You cannot have it both ways. They're not having it. And if I had a son, I wouldn't have him have it either. I would tell him, child, you better just be a monk till I find somebody, because these bitches is crazy. The things that you all are saying out of your mouth is wild. You will not change anything about you, but you expect them to change everything about you. You complain about the economy, but they shouldn't complain about the economy. The reason why there's a problem with the economy, y'all, let me be clear, like that jackass Frigidaire says. The reason that there's a problem with the economy, there's always been inflation. We've all always had inflation. Miss me with it's inflation. It's because you bitches do not know how to stop spending, and you most certainly don't know how to save. And so at the end of the day, what they want to do is continue to do what they've been doing, which is spend, not save. And then you all, lucky you, sassy straights all in, get to pay for you and for them and their bastard kids, and you should be happy about it. And then they'll come bring on the I don't want a man, I don't need a man, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, while sitting up here whining and complaining about men. If you don't want a man, you don't need a man. Why are y'all all obsessed with what the hell it is that they do? Why are you obsessed with who they're with, whether it's Daphne Joy, whether it's Lavar Bell's whatever his name is, white ex-wife or whoever, because y'all know damn well that this feminism shit is not working, but you will not let it go. You will not let it go. So now you come up to this stage to ask some dumbass questions to a bunch of uncredentialed people in order to get what answer exactly? There's plenty of men. There's plenty of men. You just overlook them. You're not interested in them because you're always looking for someone that has some damn money. You think that you're Drea, because I just started following her on TikTok. Y'all think that you Drea and you're going to get yourself a basketball player. There's plenty of men. You just don't see them because you don't want to. You are not Drea. Y'all don't look like Drea. Drea is she seems, from the little bit that I've been looking at, first of all, body is banging and she's beautiful. That woman is beautiful. I don't know what the hell she does in life. I don't know what her skill set is, but when she's on, she is feminine. She is sweet. She seems like she's kind. She seems like she's mellow. She don't come on here like that last heifer that we saw a second ago, complaining about Daphne Joy, which from what I understand, Daphne Joy is pretty feminine and sweet and kind. So I'm seeing a difference. Excuse me. I'm seeing a difference. You all think that you are commanding and demanding, and these women are not. They know how to be women. Y'all want to be men. Let's be honest. You heifers want to be men. But why you think a man wants to be with a man, they don't. And this has been said many a times. While you might not look like a man, you act like a man. While you may not specifically have features like a man, you bark. You're rude. You don't accept accountability. You do not apologize. You leave when things go wrong, which is one of the things that I always say. How do y'all get involved with these people when you know if they can't help you out when you need help, then what do you need them for? Because you people are not y'all. These heifers are not people that you can depend on. The last woman that we just listened to talking about Daphne Joy, who could depend on her? And depend on her for what, Bueller? What would you be dependent on her for? To make sure that makeup is straight? Y'all out here looking like ABCD's trans with all the makeup that you have on. So technically, you think that these men are interested in y'all? So you think that these men would be interested in y'all? You look like a tranny. That's what they used to be called in the 80s. Again, men, real men, the ones that you say are toxic. Oh, lest we not forget that. The ones that you call names all the time, the ones that you put down all the time, the ones that you disparage all the time, but somehow, some way they're supposed to come to your rescue and give you something and take care of you and take care of your bastards. Like, y'all got it twisted up in the game here. And as long as you continue to think that that's how it works, that's why you're going to continue to lose. And you just keep making TikToks complaining about a whore, Daphne, that gets more men than you, more quality men than you do. But I don't even think that you all recognize what quality is. I don't even think y'all need to start looking up words in the dictionary. Just ask ChatGPT. They'll tell you, because you don't understand what it is that you're saying. You can't possibly understand that the words that you're using, and you don't know what it is that you actually should be looking for. You can continue to try to be like Drea, which you're nothing like her. You're not going to get a basketball player like she did. Y'all think that single motherhood is the way to go. Y'all don't offer anything except for OPP, and every single woman has OPP. So I want to understand why you think yours is different. You're not helpful. You're not a help mate, whatever you want to call it. You bring nothing to said table, and I hate that phrase. Why would someone want to keep you, want you, besides to leave you with a wet ass? There's no reason to. You offer nothing. You give nothing except a headache and chaos. Who wants to live like that? Especially when it's older. I'm sorry, when there's older men. I don't know about like 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, to be perfectly honest with you, lower ends of 30s, but I know Generation X men don't want to deal with that bullshit. Even CGA, with everything that he can do, he was like, I'm not putting up with no chaos, no bullshit, no talk back. No, nobody's doing that. I'm not going to say nobody. Men of any type of caliber that got something to lose is not going to do that. So that they can put up with your bullshit, so that you can bring a bunch of women around, so y'all, when the bill comes, y'all can start stabbing each other. You think they're interested in that? And then you think they're interested in women that go to tonight's conversation? Woo, I had to get that in there. I don't think so.
I'm saying,
Not for me, but this is what a man says. I want
right, but I'm also saying that that's not the reason the pool has shrunken. It is the economy we live in. It's the fact that a lot.
Now here he go bullshitting with the economy, making excuses. We've always had inflation. You know what would make it easier in this economy? If you had somebody partnered. But y'all said you didn't want to partner. You didn't want to do 50-50. You didn't want to do anything, and somebody got to take care of you 100%. But then you're out here talking about feminism. We can do it all by ourselves. Which one is it? They change with the wind. I've said this. I meant it. Just like with the shit with Carmelo. Now y'all all for Carmelo. You care. But something happens to black people every day amongst other black people. They ain't got nothing to say. You can't stand, you talk about every other black person, but you allegedly like black people. But if they don't agree with you, then you talk negatively about them. Like, it's insanity at this point. It's actually insanity.
A lot of us have college degrees. Hold on, time out. So hold on, time out. So y'all are making me fucking mad today.
Go on, man. I think you was mad already.
No, because we really go sit here and act like the middle class is not disappearing.
You know, on the board.
Okay.
On the board, I was going to write, I just think she's expensive.
Exactly. She's expensive. If Gen Z, and I'm talking about Gen Z, stop spending money, and the lower millennials stop spending money, then one, they ain't got to worry about all these rich ass people. Well, they still going to be rich, but then they could save their money, and then they could spend their money on the things that they need. These people want to spend what they want to spend on and go on all these vacations and do all these things for the internet to allegedly be social media influencers, because that's what everyone wants to be. And then that's where you all come in to take care of everything else, the needs. The economy is the economy. Now, if you ran out here and you got a bunch of student loans, that's your problem. That's your issue. save it, sis. Get into your field and get some money. If you chose a stupid ass field, lesson learned. Instead of teaching somebody else not to do the same thing, nope, y'all would continue to tell people to take out student loans, which is dumb, which shows me that you know nothing about money. You're not trying to learn about money, and you want to continue to spend. So keep spending. That's what's going to make it hard in the economy. This is why I cut back on all of my vacations, because it is hard. But you can't continue to act and do what you wanted to do when it's a hard economy. So if you're not going to cut back, that's a you problem. Y'all got into this situation because you thought C-19 was going to continue to forever. And you thought that these people was going to keep giving you money. The government was going to keep giving you money. The government was going to keep saying that your bills wasn't supposed to be paid. Stupid dummism. I don't know why you thought that's, I'm telling you, y'all, that's why they keep thinking that Ma'am Danby and that girl in Portland are going to have them live the way that we lived during C-19. I'm telling you. They think that they're going to be able to sit in the house and they won't have to pay bills. The state will take care of it, or the government will take care of it. I'm telling you, that's what they think. And they're starting to get the reality of it. Ain't enough to go around. You got to work. Somebody got to work. So is the whole state of New York not going to work? Someone has to work. But these people don't want to work. But then they want to do whatever they want to do. And then they want to tell everybody else what to do. They think they have some sort of authority. And this is enough women. These people don't think they know nothing about money. They just talk the talking points. Inflation is high. The middle class is disappearing. Well, you know what would create more middle class? If people got fucking together and got married. But y'all don't want to do that because you know so much. Child, anyway.
Which is a different conversation than where my brother Ace is going. My new rebuttal is niggas ain't got to.
Yes.
Someone said sassy.
No more. Sassy? That's what somebody said. No, I mean, this expectation of provision was our key to unlock everything from a home cooked meal to a back rub to a partner. And that's not the price of admission no more. So niggas is like, damn, I don't necessarily have to be a provider to get a 90.
Hold on.
That is true. Stop talking out of turn. Mike is absolutely right. That was actually the reference that CJ used earlier too, or the other day. He was like, "Can I get my back rub?" He said, "If I asked Meg Thee Stallion that, she would say, I ain't got to do all that." That girl that was just talking a second ago. Imagine if a man asked her, "Will you rub me? Will you rub my feet?" "I ain't your mama. I'm not touching your feet." Like, well, what do you do? Besides open your mouth and open your hand and ain't opening your mouth for my satisfaction, what do you do? This is what y'all like.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
That's basically what y'all are saying right now after doing the original, "We don't need y'all." That's your queen, Meg Thee Stallion. "We don't need y'all." Y'all forgot she said, "We don't need y'all." And y'all went along with that, with her and whoever else was saying it. "I don't want a man. I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I don't need a man. Black men ain't shit. They ain't got shit. They ain't about shit. Crusted, rusted, dusted, musty, ashy ass bums." So y'all forgot about all that? And ain't nobody apologized for it. Yeah, we've seen a few videos, but no one has apologized for it. No one has done anything to make anything better. But now all of a sudden, because you're having a hard time and now you want to blame the economy. And of course, yes, blame Donald Trump and then blame you, gentlemen, because of course it's going to be your fault. So now there's not enough men. No, there's not enough women in the United States for them. And that's why they leave or are leaving. And I don't blame them, because who would want to be around you? Who would want to be around your crazy foolishness? And then all the fools that come along with it. Nobody wants that. Albert said, "We need y'all wallets now." I believe it. I believe it. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. Listen to me when I tell you, they'll say I'm a pick me mammy or whatever. I don't care. There's nothing wrong with giving. And there's nothing wrong with giving to the person that you care for and giving them what they want. I saw a video from, and I don't know if y'all saw it, from a father on Father's Day, and he's absolutely wrong. But because no one gave him anything for Father's Day, he burned the house down. I mean, that's extreme. But y'all don't even take Father's Day seriously to the people that you had children with. We saw like 1 or 2 people when we reviewed TikTok. 1 or 2 women that actually did something for their man, their children's father. Y'all won't even do that. Y'all try to hijack the day. Y'all try to hijack everything. Everything you do is wrong and ass backwards. And then you act like, oh, we're so put upon. No, you're the problem. You're the problem. I think I told you my friend asked his kids who were going out to dinner and didn't even invite him on Father's Day, mind you. He said, oh, bring me something back. They said, send us some money. That was the response on Father's Day. Bring me something back from wherever they was going. They said, oh, send us some money. Child, selfish begets selfish begets selfish. And until you understand that you are the problem and you are selfish, and the way that you probably treat your girlfriends probably should be the way that you treat your freaking man. That's why you keep leaving. That's why they keep leaving you. That's why they keep cheating on you. That's why you can't have your happy ending, because you're selfish and you don't think of anyone but yourself. That's the problem. And you don't run shit. And the economy is an economy that we've always been through. In the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s, the 2010s, and now the 2020. You cut back. That's what you do. But you don't want to do that. Now you want to go back to the old ways and you want someone to take care of you. Then go find your mother, because no one is taking care of you. Child. Tell it to the mountain, child, because you're not fooling me.
Meal to a back rub to a partner. And that's not the price of admission no more. So niggas is like, damn, I don't necessarily have to be a provider to get a 90.
Hold on, but Mike, before we even get there.
Yeah.
Before we get anywhere.
No, because you're on your roommate shit, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm on the facts. A lot of men are being held to a financial standard that is almost completely delusional, unrealistic in this day and age under this economy. When we're talking, I don't want to hear women tell me about men problems when we're talking about a man.
Well, at least he said that, child. And I'm surprised he said it, because listen to them all riled up in the audience. Now they all riled up because y'all not paying the bills. You didn't pay the bills and you're not paying the bills. And I'm not doing 50-50, but you need to pay all the bills. I need you to pay all the bills. Oh my God, it makes me sick every time I say it.
I'm saying and that's why I clarified. Remember when I said sole provider? I made sure to say sole provider. I don't think that men are not providing. I don't think the question is not a man that can help provide or be a helpmate or be a support mate or even take the most of the load.
It's whatever you want to interpret it as, but the word
right, and that's why I said sole provider. In this country, one person paying all the bills is getting increasingly harder.
And I would agree with that. I will agree with that. But you know what helps is that you cut the fuck back. If the economy is so bad, cut back. Do y'all really think that these people are boycotting Asian businesses? I'm not doing it because it's got nothing to do with me. All this talk about boycotting Asian businesses, they not giving up spiders, makeup, and weave. I don't care what nobody says. And I certainly am not. Think I'm giving up my hair because of those bitches and they problems, because they upset today about one thing and to be upset about something tomorrow? They ain't got shit to do with me. And then in 3 days, it'll be everything needs to be boycotted. Child, please. Y'all need to get your money right and understand money. Until then, none of the rest of this matters.
All right, whatever. All right, y'all, go ahead. Somebody else. I'm done. Boss said I'm done. Hey, Trill. This ain't our crowd today. Nigga, this is not our crowd. Fellas, I tried to hold it down for us. It ain't our crowd. Go ahead.
I got you. When we talk about that word provision, if you just look at it phonetically, you got professional, and you got vision. And I wasn't a rich man when I met my wife. Y'all just saw my wife on an earlier podcast. If you don't know Candace Love, my beautiful wife. I wasn't.
So shout out to this man. Look at him. No shade against him. No shade against him at all. If he wasn't on this podcast, right? Do you think that they would pay him any freaking mind? I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But he don't look 6 feet. They wouldn't know if he had 6 figures and all that other dumb shit. And they wouldn't give him a second look. The only reason that they would give him a second look now is because they know that he's up on this damn podcast. So they believe that they have money, of which I think they do. That would be the only reason. So shout out to him, first of all, for being married and for being able to stand up to this bullshit. They would absolutely call him corny, and he doesn't look tall. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe he's just leaned over. They'll be like, he ain't tall enough. While they 4'9". He would just be a regular man, and they ain't looking for that. They won't be looking at him at all, not 1 second. So is it really them? Is it really the men? No. Yet again, I'm saying it's y'all, because you got these standards that don't make any damn sense. Shout out to DP in the building. I appreciate you. He said, you're right. Bet they won't boycott the laundromat. They're not going to boycott anything. They just talking. The places that it needs to be boycotted are the hoods where they are overrun with Asians that treat them like shit and racially profile them, which is what I said when that mess went down before they decided to say that everybody needs to boycott. Like I always say, y'all don't have money to tell me what to do with mine. I would only be listening to people that at least have more money than me about how to make my money go further. Y'all be the ones that think I'm about to listen to poors. I'm not listening to y'all. Fake poors, not listening to y'all. Okay, take that shit where? Back there.
Wealthy man, I was able to take care of myself. I was able to take care of my son. But by today's standards of what a man should have, I ain't have all that. But
by today's standards, he didn't say the economy. That means you biatches and your alleged standards. Because your standards don't make any sense except to you and other women in your heads. That's why there's a problem with relationships per that white woman or whatever.
My beautiful wife. I wasn't a wealthy man. I was able to take care of myself. I was able to take care of my son. But by today's standards of what a man should have, I ain't have all that. But she had the vision to see the other things I had. And the conversation about potential I heard y'all talking about earlier. A lot of times I feel like women don't include trajectory and your professional vision.
Oh, that's her. Listen, I've seen Ace. He is not tall. So that man isn't really that tall either. His legs look a little longer, so he looks like he might be a little bit taller than Ace, but he's not that tall. This Mike guy is definitely the tallest on here. And then probably Trill. Women wouldn't look at him. Women would not look at him. Not twice. Not twice.
I was talking about earlier. A lot of times I feel like women don't include trajectory and your professional vision of what a man has to offer. Yes, I didn't have all the funding that I have now at that time, but not only did she see the potential in me, she saw I was already en route to that. She saw
potential in him, not potential that was just like, he an entrepreneur, he be on the corners. No, not that. No, not that. Child, y'all don't even be knowing what type of potential is the right potential. Child, I'm not telling y'all.
I was already dedicated to that process. I was already committed to it. And that shit looked like wealth. That shit looked like provision. And what'd you say? It's not different because that was me on my way to this version of myself that can do the technical version of providing. And a lot of y'all want to skip that part of the process because your intuition and your vision is not in alignment. So all a lot of women will go based off is how much money do he got in his account as opposed to what's in his heart. How is God working through that man? Y'all don't want to have that part of the conversation. Because I'm in that position right now.
No, they don't want to have any conversations. They just want to talk to each other. And if you're not trying to F a woman, then I never understand why it is that you're trying to get information about men from other women, which never made any sense. That's why I don't like none of y'all. Not y'all. Well, not the regulars, because Layla's over here pissed off, telling me to shut the F up because she's probably over there lonely too, looking for the same thing that heifer is saying. She's not about her, but she's looking for. Same old 92% that all they do is complain and don't want to do anything different, think that they got some control over somebody and can't control themselves. Same-ish, different bitch.
A lot of women will go based off is how much money do he got in his account as opposed to what's in his heart. How is God working through that man? Y'all don't want to have that part of the conversation.
Nope.
Because I'm in that position right now.
Now they want to be over here snapping their fingers, knowing damn well they're not interested in that. They want the money now. They want the money now. Shout out to RBN. He said that's why they don't have nothing but a litter of kids by the stable of slaves. Shout out to Willie Lynch. Oh, I got to finish that book this weekend. If you can believe it, I haven't had time, but it's right here, right next to me. But yeah, you can't tell them anything. They don't want to listen. So, and then it's like, oh, it's white supremacy. No, it's dummism. It's definitely dummism. Same shit, different bitch. I'm telling you. It is not rocket science. How you going to go to somebody else about something that you want? You go to the source. And then when y'all talk, they be arguing with you. Like, how are you going to ask a question and then you going to argue? It don't make sense. You can't reason with the unreasonable.
Women will go based off is how much money do he got in his account as opposed to what's in his heart. How is God working through that man? Y'all don't want to have that part of the conversation. Because I'm in that position right now. A lot of these women in this room would have laughed at who I was financially at that time.
Woo! Shout out to me again. Oh my God. Woo! Lord, thank you for discernment. He's saying exactly what I already said. They would not think twice about this man. Not one damn bit. Woo! Don't tell me I don't know. I tell you what I know, and I tell you what I don't know. I know bitches.
In his heart, how is God working through that man? Y'all don't want to have that part of the conversation. Because I'm in that position right now. A lot of these women in this room would have laughed at who I was financially at that time. I'm that nigga right now. You feel me? So we gotta have that part of the conversation. That ain't sassy. That ain't sassy.
Oh, he know about sassy too. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I'm so loud. I'm sorry. He know about sassy too. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it.
A lot of these women in this room would have laughed at who I was financially at that time. I'm that nigga right now. You feel me? So we gotta have that part of the conversation. That ain't sassy. That ain't sassy.
Oh, now they over there clapping. Child, please. He is absolutely on point. Shout out to him. But child, I love it. I take my accolades where I can get them. The people, these women can get mad all they want to. All they want to. It is really not that hard. And I got RBN saying it. I got CGA saying it. I got Angry Man saying it. And even I'm going to find that video that Angry Man was reviewing, and I'm going to do a review on that. Because even when someone is saying how to do it, they still pissed off. It doesn't matter what it is. And I'm particularly talking about Black women now, that you don't want to listen. You know everything. So know it, sis. Go ahead. Go forth and prosper. But blame nobody but the man in the mirror. You do not know the simplest of things, or you're not trying to do just the simplest of things to get everything it is that you want because you're worrying about what other biatches think. Them bitches don't give a damn about you. They ain't thinking about you. They just like knowing that they got somebody to commiserate with. That's it. Single women keep women single, and miserable bitches keep bitches miserable. Stay away from bitches. That's honestly the best advice I could ever give. Even though I know you heifers don't want to listen to me, and I don't give a damn because it's not my lot in life. It's not my fight. It's not my issue. It is not my issue. But do your thing. Keep making these videos. Content for days. Big boy, I appreciate you, boo. He said we need to have Mr. Messy come back one day. Child, one day. I'm gonna just say it like that. The next time he decides to go on a vacation, how about that? Because that'll be like 2028. But, you know, don't be feeding his ego either. We want Mr. Messy back. Anyway, shout out to you, though. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you. I'm done. I can't even believe I'm here this long. It's 9:30. Oh, my. It's been 3 hours. I got to go. I still need to get something to eat. I made chicken and broccoli and I don't eat anything else, but I made rice as well. But I'm just eating chicken and broccoli. And I am hungry. But goodbye, sir. Shout out to all of y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Reaper HMG for all of the memberships. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Hype the video when it becomes available. I'll be back tomorrow. We will do around 3 p.m. And then I'll be done probably by 6 because then I'm going to go to the gym thereafter. All right. So be there, be square. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the mods. Thank you for all that you do and holding me down with whatever's going on. Shout out to CDT Beats with the gold coins. I appreciate you, hun. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody that gave the coins too. That's so cute. I wish I could see it, but I can only see it on the Streamlabs. But y'all have a good night, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I see you all in the